right, which one of you gifted a sub to fucking Mia Khalifa? Huh? Which one? What the fuck? Hey! Don't run away! I see you, motherfucker! Alright, you know what? That's it. Wow. You think you're so fucking clever, don't you, chat? Alright, whatever. Attention! Attention! Twitch chat! Twitch chat! Attention! Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you're having a nice night. Thank you for coming by. Big love to you and happy Saturday. Happy to have you guys here. Welcome on in. Chat, it has been a long and arduous last couple of weeks. Non-stop streams, non-stop collabs, non-stop 10-hour long doofusing around until honestly, the aneurysm is hitting hard lately. The strokes are getting more and more frequent. I feel like I should be put down at this point. But seeing as that you guys need child support and that I probably want to keep living, I don't really know, honestly. We gotta keep going. Unfortunately for me, I'm not allowed to be put down yet. I don't have enough time to be put out of my misery. We got 2 weeks until TwitchCon, so I gotta just keep going, apparently. Anyways, thank you for coming by. Big love to you. Happy Saturday. Don't be shy. Feel free to say hi. Happy to have you here. Thank you for coming by. Chat, today we have a sponsor. We're going to be playing Zenless Zone Zero later. And for the first half of the stream, I thought it'd be nice to wind down and hang out with you guys. You know, I've been wanting to retake up art. I was thinking maybe we could do an art stream today. You know, maybe you and me, I draw, you watch me draw, you give me money for watching me draw. It could be a fun time. You know, it's been a long time since I did an art stream. And I thought it would be really nice if I pick up my webcam drawing tablet pencil one more time and started drawing again, you know? I thought it'd be fun. Here's the thing, though. About that tablet pencil, don't have that. Another thing, I don't have any art supplies. I got no crayons, I got no bitches, and I got no canvases to do anything with. Therefore, we might be a little fucked. But, you know, I thought, hey, let's head into the mansion. Let's hope that we can at least find a crayon or like a utensil of some kind to create massive art with. Genuinely, I don't fucking know, chat. I'm gonna try my best. If we don't find anything, I guess I'll use the blood of my chatters to draw. I don't know, like finger painting's back in the fucking norm nowadays. We could always do that. Do you guys have blood? Is that a thing? Do you guys like have internal organs? You're slimes and you're also a little blockhead doll thing. Does that work? I offer my chatter blood. You know what? Sit down. I don't think you guys do have blood. Well, I hear ketchup paintings all in the rage nowadays. We could always do that, I guess. It's a little expired, but you know, what's art if not, you know, a little suffering? Whatever. We'll see how it goes. Follow me. Let's get into the mansion and see if we got anything around. We're thinking of backups and we haven't even looked in through the mansion yet. Come on, this way. Let's see what we got. Maybe there'll be something here. Who knows? If we get lucky, we could find one. You never know at this point. You never know. All right. Wait. Chat, look outside the window. Look outside the window. I see something. Look out the window. There's a crayon on the ground. Yo! There's one right there. Oh my God. Hold on. There it is. It's literally my favorite color too. Holy shit. Guys, it's whitish pink. I love these types. I almost ate it. Holy shit. Probably shouldn't do that. There's another one. Oh, fuck. A crayon. Oh, fuck. Another crayon. Oh, fuck. A crayon. Another crayon. And another. And another. Oh, my God. Another one. I love crayons. And another. And another. Oh, there's another one. Oh, dude. You know what? At this point, I might as well eat one as a snack. I have so many art supplies at this point. There's another one. Oh. That one's green. I like green sometimes. That means it's green apple. Then another one. There's another one. Chat, we're eating good tonight. And we're also going to be eating visually when I make beautiful art with it. This is amazing. There's so many crayons. Oh, dude, I don't need to pay for any of these anymore. And another one. Whoa. Chat, there's a giant stash of crayons all the way outside. Follow me. This way. I found more. And another one. And another one. And another one. Oh my god. Dude, there's so many. There's like a giant amount over here. Holy shit. There's like 50 crayons on the ground. There's pink. There's purple. There's green. There's blue. Oh, I love this. I finally get to be able to draw again. Yes! Nothing can stop me now. You hear me? Nothing! What the fuck? Help! 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 I've been trapped! Oh, the irony! Oh, the irony! What the fuck is this?
Friend.
Honey?
I have a new friend.
What? What?
Yes!
Why?
It worked. Gotcha. Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey.
Hi. Hello.
Do you want to paint fruit bowls?
Are you trapping me to paint still lifes with you?
You don't really have a choice in this matter. Do you want to paint fruit bowls?
Maybe.
Look at all the crayons I gave you. We can paint so much.
I ate half of them already.
Were they good?
I'm making art inside my tummy.
You painting your insides.
Honey, we're literally friends. You have my Discord. You did not need to do all of this.
I didn't know how to start a conversation.
Is this the social anxiety taking over?
This is the classic VTuber don't know how to talk to other VTubers.
You made a Tom and Jerry ass trap just to get me to come draw with you instead of sending me a DM.
Did it work?
Yes, it did.
Okay, good.
I was looking for more crayons.
You can snack on as many as you like. I don't know if it'll give you a tummy ache, but I mean, they're scented, so that's got to count for something.
It's true. They did smell good. One of them smelled like dirt and worms. I think that one actually was dirt, though. I couldn't tell. I just kind of ate it in a handful.
Yum. Minerals.
My stomach is strong. It's made out of porcelain ceramic.
So eat rocks. You heard it here, chat. Eat rocks.
Can I be let out of the cage? The irony is starting to get lost on me. I don't know how I feel about this.
Don't worry about it. We can let you out. Now that I know that you're not a flight risk, we're fine.
No, it's fine. You've already clipped my wings. It's not like I can leave. The crayons are all here.
Excellent. Release him. Release him.
Thank you, Goblin Queen. I appreciate it. Free me from my sunder.
Art is suffering. And this is just me forcing you to do art.
Is that what this is? Is that my punishment? Imagine getting sentenced to 3,000 years of drawing as a punishment.
That just sounds like a curse. Like, you wish upon a genie, just like, make me good at art, and the genie just shoves you into an eternity box where you have to just practice.
I wonder if that, yeah, can you hyperbolic time chamber art? Is that a thing that works?
If it does, I feel like that will unleash horrors beyond our mortal comprehension. That's horrors I don't think you should know.
For fighting, you just get locked in the hyperbolic time chamber until you can, like, complete a skill.
The sad thing is, like, I could learn Blender. I could force myself. It could work. You never know.
Does a computer work in there, though?
Would I work in there?
Would a computer work in there, too?
It's magic. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I don't know anything about Dragon Ball for this. Hey, listen, I like the view here, but it's a little too pink for my taste. I feel like I'm blending into the background. Do you mind heading over to my mansion? I have like canvases we can draw on there.
Oh, yeah.
Reverse trap scenario. Get over here. This way. This way.
Yeah.
Yippee, yippee. I love doing opening bits. They're so good. It's so peak, dude.
So good.
They're so good.
So much fun. I love looking around at other people's places too. So this is wonderful. Oh, chat's in a cage.
Yeah. The irony was not lost on me getting trapped in my own cage. Definitely worked out. I don't understand how anyone could like that as a scenario. They like being in there. I did not feel comfortable in a cage.
No, there's not a lot of space. Maybe it makes them feel safe.
Do you know like those people that go cave diving? I think it's like that. I think they just like being claustrophobic.
Oh, there is a GIF that's circling around where it's someone just going head first down into a crevice, and I'm just like, please, no, thank you.
I don't understand the people that do that. I feel like they have like, they don't understand life. They don't understand the joys of life. They've never had a pillow fort growing up, and I can fucking tell with how they're going down cave holes.
They don't know whimsy and fun, so they try to make up for it with reckless behavior.
They have never played a Sonic game while eating chili dogs before, and I can tell with how they're chasing after a high that will never come to them.
Truly, they don't know what they're missing out on.
Yeah.
You had what, 4 chili dogs in one stream?
I had 2 chili dogs and 2 Chicago dogs. So, you know, it was a good amount of sour and chili, which are the 2 main flavor profiles.
Sour, chili, nothing else. Anything else do not exist.
No other flavor profile exists. Well,
noted. Dolls can't taste sweet things. Okay, gotcha.
Honey, I'm so happy to have you on. This is your first time being on here by yourself. Last time we had you on, it was with Tricky, like 2 years ago, dude.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it has been a hot minute. I remember Tricky, so lovely, and you both were so kind while I was up here, and then I got social anxiety. Went, I don't want to bother either of them.
And then you helped me through my Dark Souls hacked run twice.
I don't know what. It's so unfortunate that just happened that way. It's so unfortunately you lost it twice.
I can't believe I got hacked twice when going through Dark Souls. It's so ridiculous.
The game's already hard enough if you haven't played it before. You don't need the game being extra tricky, going like, you want this item?
It's okay.
No.
I became a speedrunner in the time that I had to do rushing back to where I was each time that I got hacked.
I don't understand how people can speedrun that game. To me, I'm just like, there's so much. I don't have the patience. How do you do it?
I just kind of figured out because it's pretty linear once you get a hang of it. At least from what I saw. I just ran through everything, grabbed all my money that I could, and just fucked off, I guess. But yeah, I'm happy to have you on. Everyone, this is Honey Goblin, as you may have already seen from me getting trapped inside of a cage via crayons. Honey, welcome on in.
Welcome. Why did I say welcome? Hi.
It's okay. It's the crayons getting to you.
Maybe. I've been sniffing them a bit too much. That's all I was doing on vacation, really.
Sniffing crayons?
When you stop streaming, you have a bit of a crisis of like, who am I? What do I do with myself?
Don't say that to me. Don't say that to me. I get freaked out every time I don't stream for longer than 2 days.
Fair. But welcome on in. How y'all doing? In case y'all do not know me, my name is Honey Goblin. I mostly do art and play FromSoft games. And Joel has been so kind and so patient with me. Whenever he asks, we should collab. Hey, I hope you're not busy. If you'd like, we can hang out. And I'm just like, yeah, that'd be nice. And then
you had to reschedule. It's okay. It's okay. You got busy twice. It's fine. Everyone's been like that the last couple of months. I wonder if everyone's just been like, I think these last 2 months have just been everyone taking time off. And you know what? I feel it. I'm going to take time off for myself soon, too. I've been on the verge of a stroke for the last week or two. I swear to God.
Yeah, I've been seeing how much you've been streaming, and I'm like, man, I wonder when your break is, and then you're like, finally, I'm taking time off for TwitchCon. I was like, hooray!
My
You
break
get
is
to
a
rest.
convention. Yeah, I finally
Yeah.
get to sleep in on a shitty hotel bed with the fucking that's a little too firm because apparently the majority of the populace in America like firm beds.
For whatever reasons, they hate their spines.
If I wanted to sleep on the ground, I would sleep on the ground, guys. I want a comfortable, soft bed.
Oh, a bed with such thick sheets that you just sink into them.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
heavenly. So good.
My bed at home has 3 comforters stacked on top of each other just so I sink into it. I have such a bad mattress that I actually just decided to say fuck it and made it myself.
Oh, I gotta flip my mattress.
Is that a thing? Yeah, you have to like, people flip their mattresses apparently every so often as if it's like a dirty piece of clothing.
I think you're supposed to flip it because of the springs.
Is that
so
what it
does.
is?
Yeah, I didn't learn until like I was an adult that most beds have springs in them. Until I slept on a hard bed and I could hear the springs as I laid down on them, and I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna figure out how this is made so I know not to be afraid of getting stabbed."
Another thing that people tend to overthink or forget about when they become an adult. How do I buy a mattress? Where do I go and what is good?
I don't know how to get a new mattress, and I'm so afraid to find out. Legitimately, I'm like, if I go mattress shopping, I am going to bring my mother so that she can tell me, nah, this ain't good. You want to go with this one. Or she's going to lay down on it and be really vocal about her opinions of like, this is not good. This is going to hurt your back. And I'm like,
You need
thank
your
you,
mom
mother.
to slap it like it's a bag of rice and just make sure that it's okay for you.
Slap it into shape like, ooh, this baby will treat you good.
Do you
this
think
one.
moms know what they're doing, or are they just kind of like fucking faking it until they make it? Like, where would they get this information from? How do they know what a good mattress is?
I have no idea. I'm waiting for the day that I feel like I've become an adult and I know like when a watermelon is actually ripe. I will never be able to pick fruit like my parents. And I will never feel fully complete until I can.
Chad, how many failures do you have to experience until you can figure out when a watermelon is ripe? Has anyone done that yet? Are there any old people in the chat that can figure that out? Do you guys have it on lock? Because I can
Out
do that for
yourselves,
certain
please.
fruits.
Out yourself so that I feel better about myself.
The only fruit I can do that with is mandarin oranges. I can tell when
Oh.
a mandarin orange is good or bad.
Is it by like the smell or like the squishiness?
It's actually about the skin thickness for me. So when the skin is like kind of like very thin, that's when I notice that the mandarin origin is at its peak for me. That's like peak ripeness for me.
Ooh. All right. I'm gonna have to start thinking about it in a whole new way
Because
because
I
the only
go
way
for
I
the
was taught
sour
was
ones. People that like sweet ones will go for more squishy. The best mandarin origins for me, I make sure to check when the skin is thin.
because yeah, I like a lot more sour foods than sweet foods now. I think that's just getting older, maybe.
I think that's what it is, because I learned about this recently. I learned about the idea of acquired tastes, right? So
Yeah.
as a kid, the only thing that you can taste is sugar. That's the only flavor profile that your body unlocks. And as you get older, you start to understand what savory is. Yeah, so as a baby, the only thing that really like is flavor to you is sugar. It just genuinely, it's only sugar. And then as you get older, savory unlocks. It's like you're leveling up and unlocking a new skill tree. You unlocked savory as you get a little bit older, and sour and other things. But when you're growing up, there are certain flavor profiles that you will not understand unless you like eat a bunch, right? So like black licorice or salted licorice, you will not like it if you've never had it, because your brain thinks it's poison. That's why that bitter taste is super prevalent there. But if you eat more, your brain eventually is like, I've eaten this a bunch of times. It's not poison. All right, stop tasting the bitterness. Now you can actually understand why people like it. Now you can taste all the savory and salty, sweet tones in there.
Oh my gosh, that makes so much sense now.
It's really cool. Now I understand what acquired tastes are.
Yeah, because I know that when you get older, when you become older, your taste buds become a little numb, as well as like your nerves start to become a little bit more numb. So it's a really big problem I know with retirement homes, is like a lot of the times they'll complain the food doesn't have enough flavor. and it's because their taste buds can't taste salt as much as when you're younger.
You saying it's a pretty big problem, retirement homes. That out of context is so funny to me. The old people are getting up in arms again. They're starting the riots.
There's a revolt going on in the cafeteria, and we cannot fight back. How's it gonna look?
Grandma's not gonna take it anymore.
Grandma's got nothing left to lose. That's all she has is just her afternoon tea snack.
All the old people gathering around the cafeteria saying, "We're not gonna take it." No, we're not gonna take it.
Some of them start like the equivalent of like a smuggling ring with their grandkids, just like, all right, Sonny,
Yeah.
you bring me these crisps, and I'll give you an extra $10 for your allowance.
Honestly,
then they start distributing them.
If you just replaced every Disney school movie with old people, I think it'd be really fucking funny. Imagine like what was that motherfucker's name? Max's Day Off or something, like Max Keeble's Big Move or whatever it was. Oh my god.
I don't even know that movie, actually. I'm like, I don't
Basically,
remember.
imagine a generic Disney movie where like the kids like we're gonna start a food fight to get out of class today, but it's just a bunch of old people instead.
Okay, I could see it. The bit potential is there.
That definitely makes the movie like 10 times better. I feel like any like classic Disney movie, just make them old.
I feel like that's something that I would actually like. It would make me feel better is if there were more movies about old people.
I feel that with games a lot too. A lot of games from Japan, they make the main characters like 12, and then they're doing the most adult shit in the world where they save the world, and it's like, no. If I'm like a full-grown adult and a 12-year-old saves the entire world, I'm quitting. I'm restarting, dude. Reincarnate me. It's all over from there.
Just end me now. Make it better next time.
Imagine being a Final Fantasy character, like one of the background characters, and your world gets saved by a 12-year-old with a giant sword. You're like, you're done. I'm cooked, dude. What have I done with my life?
What would I do at that point if I see a 12-year-old saving the world with his favorite like cosplay gear? I'm like, what could I be doing to live a full life like this child has in his 12 years that I have not in my whole adulthood?
You know what? We have that in real life. It's called seeing a 12-year-old be a god tier artist. That's what it is. We have that exact same thing.
I cannot stress enough. They just get younger. They just keep getting younger.
They keep getting younger. The most amazing, heartbreaking news. The best artist you know is 9 years old.
It's so funny, and here's the really fun thing about it. It's good. It is such a good thing for the world, for the kids to have access to such wonderful knowledge and tools that we did not have access to, and it burns me up inside when I'm like,
we were born in the wrong generation. Give me my skill set. I want my skill set.
What if I had the tools when I was your age? I'm not going to begrudge you, 5-year-old, but I will lament my own life.
How dare you be 5? Go up in like 20 years and then learn your skill. Why? You need to be bad at art right now. You should be drawing stick figures with crayons.
You should be... If you're not in your stick figures, you should be in your angels and demons art phase. The art you will never show, never be proud of when you look back, but go, wow, I really did get good at art. No one will see this progress. Gosh, I guess it's the equivalent of like, so I don't know if you've done this, but if you've ever written any fan fiction before.
I have written stories before. I wrote isekai. I wrote an isekai novel when I was 16. Does that count?
Cool. That absolutely counts.
Oh, God.
When I went through a vampires and werewolves phase, I wrote my own fun little story with my own self-insert and OCs, everything. Will never see the light of day. But it made me so much better at writing where I was like, no one can know why I got good at this. No one can know where this comes from. No one can know because, oh boy, I'm trying to forget. Oh, I'm trying to forget already.
I used mine for content. You know what I did? I had 2 professional anime voice actors read off my shitty 16-year-old isekai novel.
At a certain point, though, that shows immense. I don't know what the word for it is, but like invincibility towards cringe.
I'm still definitely cringe, but I you know what? Maybe you know what it is. I still like it. I still like my writing. I haven't cringed towards it yet because I'm like, you know what? It wasn't that bad. Whatever, man. It was okay.
It is so hard to just separate yourself from like your 12-year-old self, where I'm like, yeah, I did this when I was 12. Even if I show my friends, I'm like, this is still me. It's a younger, more innocent and naive me, but I must protect her. I gotta protect her feelings.
You know what I cringe at myself for? My old YouTube videos. Like old YouTube videos when I was 12, because I started off as a YouTuber. That's what I cringe at. I never cringe at my old art or my old writing. It's only with my YouTube videos. And you know what? It was really awkward about it. I can tell when somebody's new to streaming because they do the same thing that I was doing when I was a YouTuber.
Oh.
I have examples. So like there's one big tell is when somebody's playing a game and instead of like talking with their chat or saying anything or just starting a conversation, they just react to everything that's happening in the game, going like, whoa, that was a close one. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Oh boy, guys, we're in trouble now. Or they start singing when they don't know what to say.
Oh.
Those two I notice all the time, and I'm like, you're experiencing what I went through. Don't worry, you'll get over this one day.
One day. I still do that. If I don't know what I'm doing, I'll just be like, let's slip to my brain, put whatever's in my head out my mouth, and it's like, it's always a song. It's always like Baby Shark. So I gotta not sing Baby Shark or something and go like, what's a better song?
I try my best to keep everything into some kind of conversation, right? I try to always go into a conversation topic, but when I was younger, it was just constant, like, I would just give a play-by-play of exactly what was happening on the screen as if the viewers couldn't see it for some reason, and then I would just I wouldn't sing lyrics. I would just go like, I would do the noises because I didn't know the lyrics, so I would go like, do 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 do, and that would fill the space in every stream that I did or every video that I did.
I feel like that is, I can definitely see how beginners can do that. Yes, I have absolutely done that. At the same time, though, it's great when you're for learning, because you're like, oh, okay, you're getting used to the silence, but filling the space.
They should do it. They should do that, because that goes from they start. Sorry, oh my God, chat, shut up, motherfuckers. They keep hitting me with the fucking sound alerts while I'm trying to talk, and it's making me stutter, as if I don't already have a fucking brain aneurysm for the last 3 weeks of streaming. Guys, leave me alone.
He's fighting for his life.
I really am. Jesus Christ. No, it's a good thing, because that kind of leads you to learning how to like smoothly transition between each conversation topic when you are streaming. The singing thing is less so. It's more the play-by-play that I notice beginners doing a lot more.
Yeah, I think what kind of got me out of that was learning how to talk about things I liked. Like if an enemy jump scared me, I'd be scared, but then I'd go like, okay, I love your hat. That. Please don't kill me.
Yeah. I don't like that jump scare. You know, I feel like other games do jump scares better. There's this, and this, and then you go into a tangent. How I learned to get over it was that I actually started writing down conversation topics whenever I had anything, like a Twitter draft. So like, what am I thinking? Here's shower thought number 437. Why are ducks assholes? Writes it down in Twitter draft. Middle of game. You know, guys, I've been thinking for a while. After I get killed, I start going on a tangent about ducks for no fucking reason at all.
Ducks ain't got nothing to do with it, but sometimes it's fun to talk about. Just anything that comes to your brain. Oh gosh, I'm thinking back to my old Twitter drafts.
Are you thinking about your Twitter drafts now? Yeah. I have too many, dude. My Twitter drafts require me to scroll for exactly 1 minute to get to the bottom now.
following porcelain.
That's so many.
I have a little too many, and I never use them because I tweet out like once a day or once every other day.
I had the point where I was like, I gotta keep up, I gotta post every day, but then I was like, this is brain poison for me. Let's just make a bunch of drafts and schedule.
Yeah.
And even then, I got through most of my drafts, and I'm like, oh, okay, now I gotta think of new garbage thoughts to put out there.
Yeah, I have a little too many. Let me open up Twitter real quick. I have way too many. And the fact that so many of them are not funny, or that like the time to tweet them has passed because they were too topical, it's just, it's ridiculous.
I'm looking through my Twitter drafts too right now.
I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. I'm still scrolling down. I'm still scrolling down. All right, I got to the bottom. The last one that I made was the clitoris is a myth made up by big corp. What the fuck?
It's not real, chat. It's not real. It can't hurt you.
It's just the stupidest shit in my Twitter drafts that are just like nonsensical. They don't have any context, and it's just so dumb. It's just so stupid.
I have one draft where I'm like, this one's what was I doing this day? Where it's just like, I'm entering my weird girl era. I'm like, what prompted this? What happened?
Weird girl era. I think that started as soon as you started doing art, man. Like that's all of us.
Yeah. You got to be a little weird to be an artist. If you're not, then what are you doing?
Then you're like drawing still lifes, or you're working for Disney, I guess.
Either one, yeah.
One of those two people.
It's so funny that I think, yeah, this draft did not save, but I was just like, do I tell the world that on my vacation I learned how to play 40K, or is this going to open a can of worms?
Wait, like Space Marine 40K?
Yeah, I played a different version because I know some of my friends. There's a video game of it apparently, but like
you were playing the board game.
Yeah, the actual terrain and stuff with my cousin.
That's sick, dude. I was playing Space Marine 2, the game. You were playing the original, apparently. Yeah,
it's really fun. This is what happens when you're already like a D&D nerd. It's like, this is not too far of a jump if you just like strategy games, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to get into the 40K fandom. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Is it like D&D? Because I don't know what the board game is like. Because it's not a board game, right? It's like a tabletop game.
Yeah, it's a tabletop game. I think I played a different version. I'll have to ask my cousin about it later.
What was it like? Like, was it like how you play D&D where you're role-playing?
Not really. There's kind of no role-playing unless you don't want it. But it's basically there's a terrain on a map, and you have an army of like little miniatures that each have a different ability, and your objective is either to capture the flag on the map, and you can only move like
is it kind of like chess?
It's kind of like chess,
like fancy chess. No shit.
Yeah, it's kind of like fancy chess, except you have snipers that can kill each other's chess pieces.
I love that the best tabletop games can all just be described as fancy chess, apparently.
It's fancy chess or fancy checkers.
I really like games like that, though. I mean, I've been getting into board games a lot lately, and I've been playing Scrabble a lot. I've been enjoying stuff. I played Catan for the first time. That was really fun. I've just been really enjoying it, and I think I tweeted out like a couple of months ago that I think board games are probably the best form of collabs that you can do. Because not many people do them, and they're always way more interesting than most video game collabs. Like, I think board game collabs are genuinely more fun to watch once you understand how the game plays than any video game collab.
I think, like, board games have a certain level of staying power in your brain versus video games sometimes, and I don't really know why.
I think it might be a stimulus thing. I don't know. I feel like board games require like you and your chat to actually pay attention and to enjoy yourselves. It's also more comfy, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I really like watching board game stuff. I would rather watch somebody play board games with each other rather than watching like a Let's Play. If I was like back in my teenage era watching like YouTube videos.
I loved watching chess.
I've never watched chess yet.
Oh yeah. It's not particularly interesting, I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
But I watch it because I I like chess, but I never win in it. I'm not very good at winning. It's the in-betweens of like, ooh, I stole your pawn. Ooh, I trapped you with this particular formation. But I feel like Warhammer does that very, very well.
I feel like if you know chess, you'll really enjoy chess. Like, I don't know anything about chess. I don't know how chess works. But if I knew about chess, I feel like that's got to be hype as fuck watching it. I feel like it's got to be super hype to watch somebody play chess.
Yeah, I have to watch Queen's
it.
Gambit. I gotta watch Queen's Gambit. I have no idea if it actually is good, but because I understand the game, I'm like, maybe I'll have a different level of enjoyment than the average person, you know?
I think that it genuinely is how people enjoy themselves more. Once you understand something, the enjoyment like gets to a higher level. I mean, that's why we all watch like the 12-hour analysis videos on our favorite hyperfixations, right? Like, I love watching my 3-hour video on why Sonic is good, or why Lies of P is a good direct correlation to the original work, the original Italian, story. It's fun. Those are fun, and it heightens your enjoyment and understanding of things.
Yeah, I sometimes when I don't know if I'll like a series, I'll watch someone who really loves it talk about it.
Yes.
Because if there are reasons that they get into it, I can be like, oh, there's a lot more detail, and this is sort of a better perspective of it rather than the trailer. Because a lot of the times trailers can feel misleading sometimes.
Well, trailers are awful, right? Like, I mean, Hollywood, they kind of butchered trailers, and so did games. Games don't understand how to make a good trailer. I mean, I watch game conferences all the time, right? Because it's fun to do. Get a couple of homies, watch all the game trailers. All the game trailers the last couple of years have been god awful. Like, they're so... Like, movie trailers show all the good parts of the movie, and then game trailers don't show anything. Like, they are the most nothing trailers ever.
I watched Pan's Labyrinth like last night because I got the DVD from the library because
yeah, I haven't been to a library in so long. Honey, you are such the librarian girly. Holy shit.
Yeah, I got tired of doing everything on one screen, and I was like, I need to go outside. Let's go to the library.
That's actually such a peak thought to have. Holy shit.
It got me off my computer, so I got the video, like the DVD, and before the DVD menu, a bunch of trailers jump scared me.
Wait, they have trailer? Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Holy, I haven't watched a DVD or a VHS in so long. I forgot. They used to have trailers. They used to have trailers everywhere.
They have trailers, and I watched it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Trailers are like a lost art because I think it was like an old rom-com trailer where it was like, Linda overworks all the time.
The voice.
But Bob on the other side of New York is just a layabout. I wonder what these two have in common. And it's just like, oh my gosh, what? Where am I?
Coming soon to home video.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny because I think I remember when I was like a baby, trailers were for some movie did this where they showed nothing except for some really ominous visuals, and then every trailer afterwards was just that. It was just that over and over and over again.
Hollywood tends to copy from each other a lot. Like, they will copy each other's homework anytime they can if it does well. That's why you see a lot of art styles are visually all the same. You see a lot of people just copying Disney, unfortunately, even though Disney's not good. And then you see a lot of stuff. You see a lot of copycats for everything. I mean, it happens in games too, right? Like, one game will pop off and be really popular, and then it'll spawn its own genre.
Yep, absolutely.
I think that's humans in general.
I guess there's like there's a fun way of existing where you're like, you see when something works and you get inspired by it, but then sometimes companies take that the opposite way of like, oh, we could do that. We could do that exactly. It's like, no, wait.
I could do exactly the same thing. You know, I could do that. That could be me.
Original IP? What if I recolor it?
Chat, I swear to God, I hear the sound alerts. Don't make me come over there. Every time I hear a new sound alert, the volume button goes lower and lower for you guys. Don't make me put it down. I will mute you. I swear to God.
We'll take away the toys.
I
take
will
away your
take
fun
away your
buttons.
ability to speak.
Little Mermaid them.
Jesus Christ. Look, they're running away now. Look at these little bastards.
They're scattering.
They really do like to run. Look at you little fuckers. Oh my God. I miss Mom. She wasn't mean. Well, Mom's not here, is she? She left. And I am stuck with paying child support for you fucks. Sorry about that. I didn't mean for you to watch that.
That's okay. I understand. Divorce is rough.
It's been.
She left you. She left you with the kids.
It's been a rough time. All right. It's not the easiest thing. Hey! What did I say? Anyways, sorry about that again. It's been a rough time. They don't understand how to be normal anymore. I've been trying to be better to them.
They're not socialized. I get it.
Yeah, it's like a feral cat, honestly. They don't understand that I'm already working the 9 to 5. I'm already tired, guys. Like, I can't play with you right now.
I was about to say, yeah, that's why they have a cage for a room. But I was like, wait a minute, don't. I could have sworn there was I saw a bunch of pictures of people going like, okay, time for me to go in the cage, and they would have a pet cage on their bed and enclose themselves into it. And part of me is like, I think I understand, but something about this is weird.
No. Don't understand it. It's better if you don't. There are people out there that are into things that maybe the normal populace shouldn't understand. Maybe we shouldn't have an understanding of it. Maybe that's something behind closed doors that we don't need to get.
Maybe. All I'm thinking is like cardboard box. If I cut a little window out of it, I could pretend to be Solid Snake. I would feel safe in the box. No one could see me.
That's Pillow Fort-esque. That's Pillow Fort-esque. I understand cardboard box. A cage, that's cold and steel. A cardboard box, comfortable, safe, movable. Way better.
Not animal. Not animal.
Yeah, I understand cardboard boxes. I just don't understand a giant fucking bird cage.
Yeah.
I get cats. I get how they feel.
Cats make sense to me. They make sense. I get it.
Because sometimes when I go to bed, and I think I felt this more often when I was a kid. Have you ever like slept with a parent when you were a kid? And you're just an annoying little shit. I remember I went on a vacation and I was sleeping and my dad was on this little like mattress next to me and I would just fucking shove my arm under his back because I really liked having one of my limbs restrained while I was asleep. I just really liked the pressure that I felt from having somebody just sleep on my arm while I went to bed. And he would just wake up in like pain and be like, what the fuck happened last night? Did you hit me while you were sleeping? And I was like, no.
You know, like a liar.
It's just really comfortable. It's really comfortable to have that like heavy pressure on like a part of your limb.
Do you have a weighted blanket?
No, I feel like I don't want to be weighted over my entire body. I just want it like... I want it so it feels like one limb is being restricted. I don't know how to explain this because it feels like it's like the same it's the same nice feeling as if you were stretching, right? So you know when you stretch and it's kind of like, oh, that feels really nice. It's like that, except it's trapped in that stretch position. So like I will put my arm in a weird angle and then I will put weight on it so I can't move it. So it's forcibly stretching all night long and it feels amazing. And then I wake up and my like one part of my arm is just killing me. But it feels good during the moment.
I mean, like, I sleep's very strange. So like who am I to say that's strange? I sleep on my front.
What? You sleep laying face down?
I sleep face down with either arms up and out like I'm diving.
Wait, hold on. Let me draw. We're gonna get some art for this.
I'm gonna draw how I sleep.
Can I draw how I imagine you sleep?
Yeah, for sure.
And then you can show me how you actually sleep. Hold on. I need to do this. I need to do this. This sounds so goofy.
This is so important.
Hold up.
We gotta get straight.
This is how I imagine you sleep, honey. I feel like you sleep like this is your head, right? You're like face down onto the bed, and then you just sleep like you're fucking Jesus H. Christ. This is you. This is how you sleep.
That's.
And then like you're
I got the long arms too. It's for cuddling.
like you're just directly face down into the fucking pillow.
That's not too far off.
Just T-posing face down. That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, instead of Jesus posing like the Lord, I will, like, you know when you dive, you have your hands stretched out above your head?
Wait. Okay, so you're oh my god, it's like you're rolling around.
Yeah, I'm rolling around like as a log.
Wait, so like, hold on, that's so goofy.
It just feels so good for my arms. I'm stretching.
Game Guru and Akira, thank you guys for the raids. Welcome on in. I'm hanging out with Honey Goblin.
Hi.
This is her. So you have your arms up like that when you sleep, like you're about to fucking stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah.
Like you're a taquito in a 7-Eleven heater.
Delicious. I have no idea if it's good for me or not. All I know is my arms feel divine afterwards when I wake up.
You know what it is? I think the reason why we sleep in really weird positions, I think it's because we're artists and we don't stretch enough, that when we do stretch, it's like a high. It's like a weird, pleasurable high that you keep chasing after.
Yeah, you know, it probably is. There's a wall stretch where I'm supposed to put my arms above my head and just bend forward to stretch them. I don't do it, unfortunately.
Dude, I do a fucking sit stretch and I start screaming out of just like a frustration and pain if I do it. My sciatica is real kicking my ass, dude. I need NyQuil or something to keep me away.
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
It's so funny, though. I'll be like, all right, chat, hold on. I gotta go stretch. Ah! 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 Just, that's all they'll hear in the background as I stretch.
Just Wilhelm scream it.
It's just me dying in the background. I get back up and like, that feels good. I feel way better now.
I'm alive again.
He's like a fairy. Ah!
Oh, I feel bad when I don't stretch, but while I'm here's the messed up thing about my artist brain is like, if I stretch, I will feel fine. I won't feel anything bad. And so my brain goes, you're fine. You don't have to stretch. And then I'll have a period of like, why is my arm so tight? Why is it like this? And then I'll be like, oh yeah.
Dude,
this is a thing you got to do for the rest of your life.
We need to go to a spa. My mods were making fun of me. They were like, you should go to a spa, Joel. You fucking need it. I want a spa day. I've been pushing it lately with my energy. I've been pushing it with streams. Yesterday, to get my energy back before the stream started, because I didn't want to be low energy for a cool stream, I put on a face mask and my face felt rejuvenated. It made me think I really should go to a spa. I feel like that'd be amazing. That'd be such a nice thing. Getting a massage, getting a facial, getting to like get into the bath. Ah.
So I don't have a whole lot of reference to spas.
Have you ever been to one? Because I haven't either.
I think I might have gotten a massage once, like at a spa.
I fucking hate it. My mom worked as a masseuse for years. She worked at spas that I went to. And I was like, wow, it feels really nice in here. I mean, I've never been in the spa, but I remember she tried to give me a massage once and I just like screamed. I was like, no, it feels like you're punching me. Help! Child abuse! Child abuse!
That's so... My mom did this.
It felt better for you because you were an adult when you got a massage.
It felt a little better. it's not great when the masseuse goes like, do you wear your backpack on one arm? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, don't do that. And I'm like,
it
okay.
looks cooler, but I look cool.
I look asymmetrical and fashionable at the same time, ma'am. It's great. And she's like, don't do that. You're gonna end up with back problems. I'm like, oh, okay.
I love those shoulder strap ones. Those are my favorite because they look so fancy and fashionable.
Yeah.
Like the shoulder straps that are meant for laptops, but you carry everything else in them instead. They look so much better, dude.
They look so much better. They're so much worse for you, but you look so professional and chic.
Yeah, I want to look chic. Anna, dear, that gets to the raids. Welcome on in, Raiders. Wait. Get in front of me. I'm going to do my raid intro.
Yeah.
Welcome to the stream, Raiders. My name is PorcelainMaid. I used to be a sexy sack of mad meat before I died and my soul got trapped inside the body of a sexier female doll. Hey, pronouns, but if you're still confused about pronouns in the 21st century, you can think of me as a bisexual wet dream sexy male voice trapped inside of a sexier female doll. I give you a curtsy and a courtesy because I'm elegant as fuck like that. And Raiders, if you follow the stream, you gain 3 extra inches to your dick size. Thanks for coming by. Your dick can go from here to here. Hello.
That's a big amount.
It's a decent amount. That's a decent charge. Yeah, no,
That's
satchels are cool. I like satchels.
Oh, they're so good. I love when people get really creative. Like I see some people with like an acorn side bag.
That's so cute. I love character designs that are like squirrels, but they have acorn armor.
Yeah. Mike, when I was a baby, no, I'm an adult and I still love this.
Okay.
But every time my grandma would have me over, she would have little fairy books with like that really old like watercolor art of like rabbits and mice in like British formal wear, and they would drink tea out of like acorns, teacups.
I love that. I've seen stuff like that. I've seen porcelain figurines of stuff like that.
They have so many porcelain like tea sets that are toys. I used to play with one as a kid. It was tiny, would not hold any tea. Did I still drink out of it? Yes, I absolutely did.
Most teacups and tea sets in general are pretty small, actually, compared to like because you're supposed to like do more than 1 cup when you pour tea. Yeah,
it's pretty cool. Actually, have you ever gone to Thai tea before?
I haven't. I mean, I've had boba, but I've never had actual tea there.
Boba is delicious. But yeah, Thai tea is so neat because they have like
Thai tea. I thought you said Thai tea. That's why I said boba.
I was like, I guess boba's really good. Yeah.
My bad.
All good. But yeah, the first time I went was with a couple of my siblings and my mom, and they have like trays, like 3-tier trays, and it looks so fancy, and there's a whole bunch of tea you drink with it. You do not realize how full you get until you are like halfway through and you're like, I still have stuff to eat off of these plates. What do you mean? These are the tiniest bites of food I have ever seen. Why am I full? And I think it's because you sip like 3 pots of tea while you're doing it.
I don't know. Yeah, it's water and tea. Whenever I eat and drink at the same time, I always get full way faster. And it made me think, well, I should just do this more often so I get full more often.
Yeah.
Also, I want to mention this. Somebody in chat mentioned it, and I also saw it a little bit. You did something, and then your nose scrunkled up, and my immediate thought was like, holy shit, honey, your rigging is so fucking good. You had little nose sprinkle. You were like, like how a cat gets angry, and it was like, holy shit, that's amazing. You're so expressive. It's insane.
Thank you. I've gotten so much better at making models over the course of VTubing.
I know, your rigging is amazing. I mean, obviously the art is too, but the rigging is it's so pretty. Like you're very expressive.
Oh. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of it is studying because ArtGun provides a file for VBridger, and it was studying that and going like, oh, okay. Seeing how other artists do it is so helpful. It's really great.
I only get that much expression in my 3D models. My 2D model, as much as I love it, I love my model. It's not the most expressive, and I guess it kind of fits because I am a doll. I wouldn't have that many expressions as a doll in the first place, but I would really like to be more expressive in the future. I love Iron Vertex's rigging, but I feel like maybe it's the art that I provide them is not giving them enough room to work for their rigging.
Gosh, I love seeing Iron Vertex's work because like the really cool thing about Iron Vertex's work is like at no matter what angle you're at, the model will look gorgeous. Versus like if I if I do this, the angles
Oh my god, your neck! Your neck! Jesus Christ! Holy shit!
Yeah, so that is that's the interesting thing. One of the trade-offs of high expressive models is that they have a lot more movement.
Yeah, I mean,
But they
the more you
also
limit,
break.
the more you'll look pretty at every angle. But the more expressive you are, the more you risk looking like a fucking freak at a certain angle. But that's just realistic, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
we've all had the moment when we're playing on our DS and the screen goes to black during a loading screen and we just see our double chin staring down at the fucking camera.
It's really a humbling moment when that happens.
I still have it sometimes where I'll be playing on my Steam Deck now and the screen fades to black and I'm like, okay, all right, I gotta go fix myself. I immediately pause the game and I go to the bathroom to fix my hair. I make sure that I look nice. If I have to, I'll like clean up. It's just like, fuck.
The fun thing about this model is I unintentionally did this where chat can tell when I have bad posture. So if I slouch, you can tell because I'm leaning forward and I'm like, I can't hide this anymore. So I actually have to have good posture
Wait,
now.
I can do the same. I know how you feel because people will be able to tell. It's a little less noticeable with me because I'm always around this right here at this angle. So when I slouch, it just looks like this, but it doesn't look that different. But you can tell because if I do this and you stare at me from here, right? And now I do the exact same thing I just did. Now it's a little fucked up. Now I look stupid. Now I'm like leaning in.
It's a bit of the lean in, like, yeah.
It's whenever you lean in that the slouch happens.
It absolutely is. And when you back up your back straight and it's like, oh, what are you talking about? My spine, no scoliosis to be seen.
What is this scoliosis you speak of? I have a straight spine. No S in this spine. It's just a straight line going upwards.
No shrimps here.
My spine is actually like a worm, except it's not malleable in any way.
I remember my mind was blown when I learned that spines are not straight.
They're S curves. Yep, all spines are supposed to be S's.
What do you mean? We're so silly. I love VTubing.
It's really
so
is.
Silly.
I'm glad because I feel like you have the same thoughts on VTubing as I do, where I see it more as an artistic expression rather than like a streamer thing. And I've always seen it like that.
Yeah, it's like an extension, at least for me, it's like an extension of art. And there is, not to sound really pretentious about it, but there's a kind of art to being a VTuber.
Yeah, I mean there is. It's like being a caricature actor. It's like it's similar to, you know, working a Muppet or a sock puppet or anything like that.
Yeah, you gotta be exaggerated, but not too exaggerated that the model breaks. You have to calibrate. I don't think people understand how much work goes behind the scenes for it. And how long it takes you to get used to it.
I don't think anyone will ever actually truly understand the work for VTubing and or streaming because it's however much work that people decide to put into it. Because some people could literally just, you know, press a button, start stream, download VTube Studio, they're done. They're ready for their entire career. Other people will spend like countless hours and nights working and perfecting everything they do. So it's truly impossible to fully understand how much work you do because it's just however much work that you want to put into it.
Yeah, it is sort of you get out of it what you put into it to a certain extent, for sure.
But I love this because I've always said that VTubing is an artistic expression more so than anything else, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand what I say when I say that because obviously I get people coming in being like, "Why are you a man?" and it's like, well, why? That's not how I see it in the first place. Like I understand why some people come in and ask that because they think of me being a streamer, so they're like, why are you clickbaiting? And it's like, no, this is my character. I made this character. Well, one, their opinion doesn't matter anyways for asking that question, but the second part is that like it's an artist thing. Like this is my character. I'm using my character. I'm not gonna make my own persona just to use. I made this because it was my character that I originally made. And a lot of people do that kind of thing where a lot of artists will make a character and then they'll just put it in for VTubing.
Yeah, like a lot of people actually, when I'm doing my model rigging streams, in the past, a lot of people would go like, I am a guy, I am not trans, I'm not a woman, but my OC is femme. Can I still use that as a VTuber?
Yeah.
And I was like, absolutely, yeah. And I would often point them towards you go like, yeah, check out Joel. Joel does exactly what you're talking about.
I think
it's
people
great.
that don't understand OCs are the ones that always come in and ask me that question. As if like every artist that they follow on the internet doesn't all have like a femme character, even if the artist is a male. like you can't have a female OC. How dare you? You're a guy. Same for the other way. I mean, it happens both ways around.
Yeah, I think it's kind of funny when you're like, you can't have a femme OC if you're not femme, and it's just like, well, why not?
I'm drawing.
Like, what's wrong with it?
Dude, half of the art that you look at all the time, because most people that get mad about you being a male and having a female character are the gooners. So like, dude, most of the art that you goon around with is made by another guy. Does that bother you? No? Then why does this bother you?
It shouldn't
really
bother you. No, it's. Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry. It really is just think about the artist. Like they're artists that are making all these things, So like, there's nothing for you to care about. It like I made the character. I wanted to use this character, and I never made male OCs when I was younger. I always made all my characters monster girls and stuff like that. Otherwise, I probably would have used a male OC.
Yeah, I am. In a way, I'm lucky that I did not go online as much when I was a kid. My parents were very protective of me for that.
I
and I'm
fucking wish I never used the internet as a kid, man.
But I made a bunch of OCs, and they were both, thankfully, and I didn't really understand why some people would get upset for if your gender did not match the OC. And it's sort of like, why can guys only draw guys then?
I
why can girls
genuinely
only
think
draw girls?
it's just I've never met somebody who had a real argument about it besides their gooning arguments. That's it. I don't know anything else. I've never seen anyone else argue for it in like a normal way.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't learn what gooning was until fairly recently.
Listen,
I was like,
I use the word because it's more funny than saying what it actually is, because I do not want to say the other ways of I don't know. It feels wrong to say it. It feels like there's a weird thing going on. I just say goon. I just say goon now instead because it's funnier.
Yeah, it is funnier.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of different reasons, because there's like people will come to you and they'll be like, how'd you make this character? Like, what made you come up with this? And it's like, I didn't come up with it. This is just my OC that I made. Like, that's another thing besides the whole male thing. You don't like, I didn't spend like 3 weeks thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make this character specifically for VTubing. No, it's just a character that I really like that I made myself.
Yeah. And I think something that's really important is like the design can change as time goes on.
Yeah. I mean, I assume that your Goblin was like an OC before anything, right? And you just decided to use it for VTubing.
Yeah.
Exactly the same thing.
Pretty much, yeah. It just already existed. And like it has changed significantly since its inception, for sure.
I feel you on that one. Man, I miss being androgynous. I hate having these things on my chest. I'm sick of artists taking free liberties when they're drawing me. Little bastards. I don't know if I showed you this. I originally was super androgynous, right? So I didn't have anything on my chest. And it was like very, very supposed to be semi-masculine. So I was supposed to look more European and more half masculine, half feminine with my entire appearance as a doll. It was supposed to be very like, you can't tell what gender the doll is supposed to be. And then my artist came in and was like, haha, no, let me draw massive biddies. And then my rigger came in, Brian, and was like, hey, what if we gave you physics? Thanks, guys. Thanks. Just wait until my 2.0, you bastards.
Ooh, let's go. Because, yeah, that's the nice thing, too, is it is very much changing with however you feel, ever evolving. And it can be whatever you want to be. And so that's really cool that like you initially had an androgynous model, and you do have an opportunity to do it again if you want, like with a clearer sort of vision and more strict ideas if you want to go with it, you know.
And I like the idea that whenever it's never an upgrade, it's just changes.
Yeah.
Like whenever you switch between two different models or different arts or anything, it's fun to look at and see as like, okay, well, this is a different version, and they both have their own high qualities, and they're both nice, and I like that a lot. Because how many goblins have you gone through now?
I think this is the 5th one.
And each one of them is different and special in their own way.
Yep, each one holds a special place in my heart.
Nothing is like a strict upgrade from one another.
No, there are times where, like, while I was on vacation, I was like, you know what? Because I originally had a different OC in mind for VTubing, actually.
Really? You weren't going to be a goblin?
I was definitely gonna be a goblin, but there was another one where I was like, this one could potentially be fun, so let's play around in the space with the design.
Savory goblin.
Yeah, it was a candle.
A candle? Wait, that's cute. Were you gonna be more gothic then?
Yeah, I was definitely gonna be a bit more like
witchy, kinda. A
bit more gothic with like lacier outfits and a more flowing silhouette to give the silhouette of like a candle holder and candlestick.
Fusion, PorcelainMaid and honey goblin, gothic goblin.
Ooh, more ideas. But the big pro of being like your own artist and rigger is that, and designer, is that you have the ability to make those changes, and it will just keep getting better with your own art style.
I respect all the artists that do all their work for themselves. I think that's really cool, honestly, because I'm just the character designer. I don't do the actual art for any of my models, and I can't tell if it's more or less stress, right? So like, I feel like maybe it's equal amounts or different types of stress, because I get the stress of having to wrangle different people for a debut, while you have the stress of, oh fuck, I have to do all this work myself.
There's only one cat herd this time, but it is me.
The stress of all the work weighing down your shoulders, and the stress of I literally cannot do anything myself until somebody else responds to me.
There is a huge stressor when it comes to waiting for other people to do your work, if that makes sense.
It does suck. But you do also have a lot of stress, you know, sitting there being like, do I take a break, or do I spend the next 12 hours like focusing on this one issue with my rigging where my ear is going fucking crazy?
Yeah, there's a bunch where it's like, will anyone notice if I don't fix this?
Yeah, I assume you have to pull yourself back a lot of the time from perfectionism. I mean, that's with every artist, right? Where you'll never get something done because you keep trying to perfect it.
Yeah, so much so that like there's an actual saying for a lot of artists where it's finished, not perfect. And it's a very good one for me.
Better to have a lot of finished pieces of art than a lot of unfinished drafts.
Yeah, I think that is really good to learn as well, just like not just for rigging and artists, but also for people who are doing debuts, is if you keep waiting and trying to get it perfect, it's probably not going to be what you expect, and you're gonna feel that there might be something missing, and it'll also just take so long that the energy for it might be rougher to maintain.
Oh, also Fab, happy birthday! Happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish it was our birthday so we could party too. Hey, happy birthday! Hope you had a good time. Hope you had a good day today. Get some nice food in you.
Yeah, get some good food. Oh, sweets.
Somebody said citric goblin instead of honey goblin.
Citric.
Yeah, I have a lot of unfinished pieces. I will say that too. But I've been trying to get back into art recently. So apparently for the last 7 years that I was an artist, I never looked at one art tutorial ever. So I was drawing everything by eye. I found out recently that whole circle and then cross thing to draw faces at different angles. And everyone laughed at me because I had no idea that was a thing for 7 years. So all my art, I was always just doing like a circle and then kind of just figuring it out. And I started practicing my circle, cross, and then moving the vertical line to choose a different perspective. And oh my god, it's fucking insane. It makes everything so much easier. No wonder people learn art so quickly. There's tutorials that I never used.
There's so many tutorials out there that like you would think that a well-seasoned artist would be aware of, but honestly, there's so much information that sometimes people will not learn things, really seemingly basic things, until much later. Like I remember I was watching a PCAT video, or PCAT, I think that's their name. They're a VTuber as well. And art is spectacular. It's gorgeous. I love seeing how she deals with colors and like and how tired her OC is.
I love that. Peak
So
character
good.
design eye bags, and then when your hands are a little muddy at the fingertips.
Oh,
Favorite
yes.
design elements. Little.
So good.
Okay, well it's not there, but it's there. My artist is colorblind. Nobody can make fun of him. Sometimes he has trouble getting the color matching. But like muddy fingertips and then like eye bags. Peak character design. Also engorged like lower ends of the limbs, right? So like really big lower legs, really big lower arms. Just like peak. Like kind
My
of
brain
Mega
went
Man-y.
like panty and stocking kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Peak, dude, peak.
So good. I love it so much.
It's so nice.
It's so good. But yeah, I was watching one of his PCAT's videos and it was just like, she was like, something about this artist's art looks so alive. And I kind of reached out to my friend and talked to them and they went, oh, it's literally because with the eyes, they use that cross and on the circle thing. And PCAT wasn't aware of that trick either. And I was like, no way, you've been doing art without that trick. Your art's like, it looks so good. It looked like you kind of already innately knew that. But I guess having the actual, that's why I like looking at rough art rather than finalized art a lot of the times, is because you can see the bones and the structure of the actual art where people do that cross and
drafts.
Like the drafts.
The whips, they always look a little bit more alive in the first place because our eyes don't see things in perfect lines. The reason why everyone always is like, why does the sketch look better? And the reasoning is because your eyes don't see things in, clean line art. Your eyes see things in, frame rate, in sketches, in whips, and all the multiple lines going around everywhere. It looks more natural to be a sketch than it does to be a clean piece of line art.
Oh yeah, it's your brain chooses the right line because it exists there, even if the other lines are also there.
It's like motion blur in art, honestly. Don't know how else to describe it.
I hate lining my art.
I never do.
Ruin it.
I have not done line art in like I don't know. Ever since I debuted with this model, I stopped doing art, right? And ever since then, it's only been sketches, and I have not done line art in so long. Like I don't know how to color anything anymore. I don't know how to render at all. Every rendering that I do is in black and white, and I have not used color in a while.
I haven't used color in a little bit. I've been trying so hard to learn color theory, and it's just not sticking yet. And I'm like, okay, it's got to hit some point. It's
never hit for me at all. I'm still, fuck, man, that shit's rough.
Yeah, I got a thing called, I think it's like synesthesia, or I think it's synesthesia.
Oh, where you can't imagine the apple?
No, that's a different one. I forgot what that one's called. But it's one where certain colors have textures or flavors to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it messes up the color palette when I make my own color palette, because I'm like, this salty color shouldn't go next to the sweet color. And I'm like, no, that's not how this works. You got to stop doing that.
It's so funny to me. That's another reason to eat salted licorice. There you go. It's
an acquired taste.
You'll acquire the taste, and it'll help you mix the colors a little bit more.
It'll help me become a better artist, eating more sweets. Specifically the old people ones.
I really like the trend that was going around. That was I don't know if this trend was even real, but you would draw and render everything in black and white, but basically you would like make a rainbow color palette, And then every time you would draw and render everything, you would pick something off the color palette. So like one color that you pick off the black and white color palette that you can't see the colors of would be like green, and that would be your skin color. And then your shading color would be pink because you can't see what color you're picking. But because you're getting better at rendering, it still looks good even though the colors are fucking weird as fuck.
Huh. That's really interesting, because back in art school, there is a thing where before you learn color, you learn grayscale and composition.
Yeah, it'd be a way for you to learn that. Like here, let me do an example, right? Let me take this again. And basically, you would make random colors on the color wheel, and you just put it everywhere, all over the place, and just mix and match like this, right?
Yeah.
And then with this on the color wheel, you would take a color layer and you would just do this. And then you would mix and match these colors and color and render an entire piece in black and white. And then you would take off the color layer, and then you'd be like, wow, what the fuck? That looks cool because I rendered it properly, even though the colors don't make any sense at all.
Oh.
So it was like a little challenge going around on, I think I saw on artist TikTok. And I thought that was really cool. I thought that's a really cool and interesting challenge to do.
That is... I want to look up that. Do I need to get a TikTok?
I want to do that now.
Yeah. I have been dragging my feet when it comes to getting TikTok, because I know that as soon as I get it, it is going to
you shouldn't.
grab my attention.
I think you are fine the way you are. I do not think you need TikTok.
Good to know.
I don't think you should. I don't think it's worth it. I will say I hate TikTok, and I've been using it less and less and less and less because it's a lot of just stupid shit on there. But it's just I don't know, man. It's not worth it most of the time. I'll upload it and then I will just run away, because sometimes you will find yourself doom scrolling for like hours without even noticing it, because YouTube Shorts is already hard to avoid, and TikTok is just a more advanced version of it.
Yeah, it's I do my best
Twitch is
to
doing
avoid...
it now too with the Twitch app update.
You can edit it and then like
they made
upload it.
Streams doom scrollable, honey. Did you see the update? It starts you and it shows it off as if it has the same UI as TikTok. It's ugly.
You can get brain poison on Twitch TV easier than before.
Yeah, they really are trying to go that route. It sucks. I feel like every platform is slowly transforming and copying from TikTok. So all of them start to look like they have the same UI as TikTok now.
Yeah, it's really, it's kind of sad that everything looks like an app instead of a website, even on the websites now.
Mm-hmm. It's ugly.
Yeah.
I hear an animal in the background.
Let me see. My cousin's dog got in my room. 1 second. They opened the door. No! All right, 1 sec.
Go for it.
Clear me.
Chat, I will say one thing in defense of TikTok. And because I've been doing so much lately in terms of content, if you guys don't understand this is a basic kind of streamer thing. So you make and make and make content, and you pour your all into content, right? Eventually, you need to take a day off to consume content. So to make content, you need to consume content and, experience life. If you can't experience life because you're stuck inside, you need to consume other people's content to be able to form your own content, right? TikTok might be a good way to do that, unfortunately. As much as I don't like TikTok, sometimes if I really need to, gain new experiences, and I don't have the ability to go outside at the time, sometimes watching other people's content, and TikTok is a good way to experience multiple forms of content in a short amount of time, is the answer. If you can't find anything on YouTube to consume content and feel a little bit more natural, then sometimes TikTok can be like that. But other than that, I would never do it. It fucking sucks. Don't do it. Hi, welcome back.
I'm back. I let the dog back out.
I know, I heard that, and I was like, what the fuck was that? Holy shit.
I heard it too, and I was like, oh gosh.
That dog went
Apparently,
crazy.
That dog can open doors, apparently.
That's insane.
I gotta put a lock on the door now.
I need to get a pet, dude. I need to get a cat. I've been saying this for like years now that I really want a cat, and then I never get one. And at this point, it's like a running joke with my chat that I don't own a cat, where they're just like, get a fucking cat, Joel.
Listen, after TwitchCon, you got an opportunity there.
I do. I have been saying maybe after TwitchCon, I will look into getting the cat.
That's. I remember when Girl DM got a cat, and I was like, oh, whiskey. Adorable. So good. Looks so cute.
Don't know if I would want a Maine Coon, but I do just want a cat in general, I guess, so I wouldn't be too picky.
Gotcha. Just go to shelter, see what they got.
Because I'm not gonna like buy a cat. I'm gonna pay for them, but I'm gonna get one from like a shelter. I'm not gonna fucking buy one.
Yeah, shelter cats are great. There's memes going around where it's like the cat delivery system has chosen me, and I'm like, just go to a shelter. They're everywhere. They're always there.
Like, I love the cat delivery system meme, but I think I'm just gonna go to a shelter and get information from them too on how to take care of one. Just rescue kitty. I kind of don't want a kitty. I kind of want like a full-grown cat, just because I think the full-grown cats are cuter. But if I need to raise a kitty, I wouldn't mind. That's
actually probably good that you're going for an adult cat, because there are more options there. Kittens get adopted.
I feel like they don't get adopted as much. Yeah, I feel like full-grown cats don't get adopted as much. But here's the thing, dude. As much as I want a cat, I'm so terrified of when that cat's going to pass away. I will fucking just be obliterated. I don't think I would be able to handle it. I think I would. I'm too afraid of the attachment to the cat that I don't think I would be able to handle it when it passes away.
It is very sad when you gotta say bye to a pet, for sure.
I know it's like the whole Romeo and Juliet loved and then lost thing, but fuck, man, that's rough.
Yeah, I'm weirdly enough, I'm a bit more afraid of not taking good care of the cat. Like, I'm worried that I'm not going to give it the enrichment.
Same thing. The reason I have not adopted a cat yet is because I'm too scared that I'm not responsible enough for the cat yet. Like, I'm too scared that I don't have enough knowledge on how to take care of a cat, and I haven't done any research at all yet. Like, I haven't had the time to just sit down, say, fuck you, chat, I'm not going to stream today. I need to learn how to take care of a cat. Like, I haven't done enough research, and I'm too scared that as soon as I get it, I'm not going to be able to take care of it. And that's another fear that I have. I 100% get you.
Yeah, I'm so afraid of being a bad parent to, like, a cat or a dog, because, like, they're not people. They rely on you solely for their stuff, like for their food and shelter.
People, they don't have rights.
They don't have rights,
they
which
don't
is
have
like
the Second Amendment right to hold a gun.
Perhaps they should. But yeah, it's like I don't understand animals a lot of the times, unfortunately, when like they're like when my cousin's dog is just sitting there. I'm like, what do you want? I'm so sorry, I don't understand what you like.
They can't speak to us. We don't know what they want. We have to guess.
Yeah, I'll give them pets and that nothing will change. And I'm like, do you like this? Is this good?
That's one of the reasons I don't like dogs is I will sit there and give them a pet and it'll just be there for eternity. Like, I'll just continue petting them for all of eternity without any and they will just not fuck off. But cats they get overstimulated, right? So like pet a little cat and then they just kind of want to relax because they don't want you to pet them any longer than that.
I appreciate that cats have all right, I'm done with you. Away with you.
That's enough.
They have their boundaries. They understand them. And I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Thank you for telling me when you're not having fun with it.
It's, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I like cats more than dogs. One is that I have troubles with going outside, so I want to be able to take the dog on a walk. And then I also just wouldn't, I don't know, like they have a lot of energy and I'm not really sure I have the energy for a dog.
Yeah, that is absolutely fair. Dogs need so much running space.
Dude, I barely have energy right now for my fucking chat.
This is all you get, chat. Say thank you.
Yeah,
say thank you.
I don't know if I have the energy for them sometimes. I'll make a joke and then I'll immediately afterwards I'll be like, I need to take a deep breath, dude. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. With the dog, it's like they're so cute and so lovable, and they trust you so much. And I'm like, I cannot betray this trust. It's so precious. I gotta do right by you. And then I'm like, I don't think I can handle this. This is already too much pressure.
Dude, it's a lot. It's a lot to fucking get through. It's like
Weirdly
responsibility is scary.
Yeah, responsibility is terrifying. Weirdly enough, my brain is like, I know the perfect pet for me.
Goldfish.
Worms.
Oh, that's at the same level of commitment with the worm, I guess.
Yeah, the worms I don't have to worry about not feeding it as much. I'm like, I already have a compost bin. I'll just feed you some of that. If you're tired of me, don't worry. I'll put you in the dirt right outside. You'll have a much more fulfilling and dangerous life out there.
You're going in the dirt. It's so fucking scary sounding. Holy shit. I'm gonna put you in the dirt. You should get an ant farm.
Ooh, I would, except for if ants get loose in your kitchen, it's awful.
All right, I mean, that would be terrifying, but an ant farm would be kind of interesting to watch.
I mean,
having a
cool.
Twitch chat is kind of like an ant farm. You put them in a cage and shake it around, and it's exactly what an ant farm is like.
You do just stare at it sometimes, and it moves without you doing anything, so...
Come take a look at my ant farm with me.
Yeah, let's admire it. It's beautiful.
Look at them go.
So proud of them.
I think one of them just hissed at me.
Doing so well after the divorce. So well adjusted.
Look at how well behaved they are after the divorce. Look at them go. Screams of terror. That's just silly.
So fun.
I
Yeah.
love chat interaction. They're always, it's weirdly cute to me. You know why? I've been thinking about this recently. I think the reason why I think Twitch chats are cute is because it's like the idea of humanity being cute. Because it's like a group of humans coming together to be silly. And that specifically is why it's so cute to me. I think that's genuinely why I think chat is adorable, is because it's just a group of humans acting silly together, and they're all on the same agenda. They're all on the same like coat of arms. They're just like, all right, we're here to be silly and stupid in a respectful way. That's cute. Humanity can be cute.
Humans are incredibly cute, and I think to deny that is to deny a really wonderful time.
The Goblin
because,
saying it. Let's go. We got Goblin approval.
Let's go. But yeah, just like when chat comes to a stream because they want to be there, that already creates such a wonderful vibe. And then they do little bits together, and they make each other laugh, and they make the streamer laugh a lot of the times.
It's very cute because somehow they're all on the same page without even speaking to each other, and it's amazing. It's really cute.
It's so cool. I do love to see it sounds a little bit does it sound parasocial, where it's just like, yes, I'm extremely happy to see chat a lot of the times.
Dude. I think parasocial isn't an awful thing. It's not like there's bad parasocial. There's like spectrums of parasocial, I guess. It's not. Yeah. I don't think it's an awful thing. Like I enjoy hanging out with my chat, and I miss hanging out with them. I mean, when you spend this much time with your Twitch chat, when you stream a lot, I think it's normal to feel like that.
Yeah, everyone's so friendly and so kind, and it's so nice. It's so nice when I get to talk to them and see them. Even I love lurking as well, because even if I am not actively participating in a chat, the vibe is fun and infectious, and I'm like, this is good.
Yeah, dude, it's really lovely. It's just a good time because you go to different chats and you can see how they all act and interact with each other, and everyone's chat is different, but it's like it's still a group of humans in each chat acting the same way and just being cute, and it's really nice. It's a really enjoyable thing, whether your chat is, you know, full of adults that you guys like to talk to each other and have conversations, or your chat is a hive mind that spams. Like it's different levels. It's variations of entertaining. Yeah,
I think in my brain it's a very cute visual, especially when like you got a little mascot for them. It's just like,
your mascots definitely enhance it by so fucking much, dude. Ever since I got my chat mascot, my parasocialness is just fucking broken through the scale.
you just want to pick them up and shake them a little bit so they laugh, and then put it back down and watch them run.
It really is like being a daycare employee with when you have a chat, kind of.
Yeah.
It's cute. You give them a fan name, you give them a mascot, you let them go wild, and it fits so well. It's also a good branding from like more technical aspect of streaming, because one, I see streaming from a business and a fucking artist standpoint. And one of the business standpoints is having a brand that is so identifiable and like meshed well together that having a chat mascot is a great thing for your brand. Once you get a chat mascot, I think it actually promotes community behavior way more, right? So like if you didn't have a chat mascot, your chat could still have a community, but it's not going to be as well put together as if you had a chat mascot for everyone to rally behind, because they can make chat sonas, they can hang out, they have a fan name so they can put it in their bios. They can be like, I'm a blockhead, or I'm a whatever. Yeah, other blockheads, how you guys doing? Yippee, looking for some homies to play games with. Yeah, it promotes such a good community behavior. It's really good.
It's also a fun way to kind of identify someone from that community. So there's
when they use one emote in chats too.
Yeah, because there's a level of like comfort when you see a familiar emote or a familiar badge, and you're like, oh, okay, you're here too. Yippee!
I love seeing my emotes in other chats because it's just like, oh, that's one of my chatters.
Yeah, if I think someone was upset about it at some point.
Some streamers get annoyed apparently when people use other chatters emote or other streamers emotes in their chat. It's I don't know, it's one of those ridiculous things where people get mad over something they don't need to get mad about. Everything like that always stems from insecurity. I think genuinely anytime something like that happens, it's a stem of insecurity. And it's not a bad thing. Everyone gets insecurities. Everyone feels like that. It's just when they act on it like that, it's kind of embarrassing. And I hope that whenever people feel like that, I hope that they can accept themselves. And it's not even like a mean thing. I'm not trying to knock people down. Genuinely, it's just kind of like, I've been in positions like that. I've experienced the same feelings that you experience. I think you just need to take a step back and kind of accept yourself for who you are, because I'm somebody who struggles with insecurity a lot. Like I have a lot of insecurities, and like I always forget the fucking name of it, but I talk about it on stream all the time. I have inferiority complex. That's why I forget about it. I can't fucking pronounce it. I have an I have an I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
You got this.
I think the stroke's hitting me again. Inferiority complex. Holy shit, dude.
Got there. You
Honey,
good.
You need to put me down, dude, after that one.
All right. I'll take you behind the shed, you know.
I need to hear the shotgun click. I have an inferiority complex, and I've had one for a very long time since becoming a streamer, because I've been streaming for so long, and I have so many friends that have been streaming for way less time, and they grow really fast. And that's something that I struggled with, but I never acted on it. I never cut relationships. I never was hateful towards somebody because of it. And I think a lot of people get those experiences. A lot of people get those thoughts, and it's I feel like it is the stem of most streamer drama, is either it's some kind of insecurity showing up. And it sucks, because it's like, hey man, we all get those insecurities, but you acting right now is going to make you look like an asshole, very much so right now, like in front of everyone. And this is the internet, so people are not going to forget. They're not going to forget this, and people don't like to forgive very easily. Hi, Nemu. Thank you for the raid. Hello, fish.
Hello, welcome in.
I'm hanging out with Honey. This is Honey.
Hello. I hope you had a good stream. Welcome in.
Yippee. I'll do my raid intro real quick. I'll do a short one.
Sure.
Quick, Honey, pretend to be me while I do the raid intro.
Okay.
Welcome to the stream, Raiders!
Hope you're having a nice night. Thank you for coming by. My name is PorcelainMaid. I used to be a sexy sack of man before I died and my soul got trapped inside the body of a sexier female doll.
Hey, pronouns! But if you're still confused about pronouns in the 21st century, you can think of me as a bisexual's wet dream
Sexy male voice trapped inside of a sexier female doll.
I give you a curtsy out of courtesy because I'm elegant as fuck like that. And Raiders, did you know if you follow the stream, you can gain 3 extra inches to your dick size? That's right, your dick can go from here to here. Big love and thank you for coming by. I'm hanging out with Honey Goblin.
Hello, welcome in. My name is
them.
Honey Goblin. Hello.
That's you.
It's me. Oh my gosh.
We've just been bouncing tangent to tangent lately, and we were talking about how most streamer drama or beef stems from one person or two having an insecurity that kind of forces them to fight another person. When it's like, it's always such a easily reconcilable thing. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like if you got beef with another person, kind of the best thing to do is either talk to them in private about it or just go like, we may not agree on this, and that is okay, and just move on with your life.
I've only ever had like beef with one person, and the ending to it was just, hey, maybe we don't vibe with each other, and that was it. Just moved on. That was it. Nothing else happened. Literally nothing happened afterwards. I was just like, I don't think we mesh well. And I think it was because me and this other person had similar personalities, and that was it. Just left.
Classic. Yeah. When you see someone too similar to you, you're like, you're me from another universe.
Yeah. Actually, thinking back on it, I think originally I thought we had similar personalities, but it wasn't exactly what I thought. But yeah, no, it's how it is, honestly. I get it. Everyone has insecurities, but really just don't act on them, man. You just gotta break through that.
I've especially had insecurities before. There is a strange feeling when I've definitely had where someone has just started VTubing and explodes immediately, and I'm like, wow, good for them. And then there's also like a little twinge of like, that could have been me. But it's really easy for me to remind myself like, hey, they're doing something different from me, and I would rather do my thing than try to do someone else's thing to recreate that.
Yeah. And it's important to think of that, because God knows I've gone through that like multiple times. The amount of friends that I've had that are just like, they're there and then suddenly they blow up the next day. And going through that for the last like 7 years of me VTubing, God knows that you eventually need to like learn to accept yourself. And I'm still going through that. It's not something that I can just easily do. And I'm sure it's not something everyone can easily do. It's something that you have to like slowly work through. As you know, my inferiority complex, I said it that time, I didn't fuck it up. Inferiority complex that I have, I fucked up the second time. It's just something that you slowly work through, and I've been slowly working through it in a way that I can accept my growth and my pace that I do. And I'm a different person than other people. Like I can't do multiple debuts. I can't appeal to the same crowd that other people appeal to. It's a different thing. Like, I am just not those people. Whether it's because people really want to watch, whether it's because the Gooners really are very specific about the people they watch, or somebody really wants to watch like a more chill or a more funny or a more interactive person. Everyone's got different qualities to them, and I have my own, and it's something that you kind of accept and grow to, I guess, love, or just accept. Everyone's got them,
I think like for me, it's very much like, I remember when I first started streaming, and I learned after I'd streamed for a bit, I was like, oh, okay, I can't really do what interestingly, the people I watch don't usually have similar types of content to me.
Yeah, nobody really watches content that's very similar to theirs because they already experienced those things.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. And a lot of the VTubers I watch and streamers, they're very fast and punchy and like very good at improv. And for me, I was like, oh no, I don't feel like I'm very good at improv or being quick-witted or funny. But then I had to have a moment of like, that's okay.
Yeah, that's just not you. You have your own qualities, right?
I've got different things going on for me that is within my skill set that I'm more comfortable with.
I think you're a very pleasant person, and your main qualities that I really liked watching you for were that you were just hanging out. You were hanging out with your chat. You were being a very pleasant and enjoyable person, and you also gave like a very in-depth analysis to a lot of things, and you were able to enjoy showing off your art to people. And I thought that was always super interesting, and that's why I liked watching you.
Oh, thank you.
The yappers. I love watching yappers.
Yeah, I love watching yappers.
One of my favorite things is the yapping motherfuckers. You don't shut the fuck up. You keep it up. You keep up whatever the fuck you're talking about. I don't know what the conversation you're having is, but I like it. Keep it up.
A lot of the times when someone talks enthusiastically enough about something they like or something they may dislike, I will be interested and be like, oh,
Passion.
okay, let's give this a listen. Yeah, passion's the best word for it. Absolutely. Because, like, yeah, when it comes to, I love lurking in your streams because although I do not have as high energy as you, I really enjoy how you can improv so quickly, and you also have very strong opinions on like games, whether that be like positive or negative, and like that is really good because
I will admit
nice.
My negative opinions usually are more blown out of proportion. I don't actually feel that strongly about them. I mostly just blow it out of proportion to sound more passionate and to have more fun with chat because it's more exaggerative. But I do. I like that about me too. I enjoy being passionate about things in front of stream. And ad-lib is just really fun. I think more people should do ad-lib and improv.
Yeah, and like the really cool thing is like you know when to play up a bit and when to keep it chill and when comfy. That's a skill that's hard to come by.
I didn't always, you know. I used to not. I learned to cut it back over the years of streaming. Because I think when I started, I would just keep going sometimes, and I still do it occasionally where the bit stops and I'm still doing it. But everyone learns. Everyone learns that. That's kind of like an experience thing that you get used to.
Yeah, and I think like that is something that's hard to tell people who want to start streaming is like a lot of the things you will learn the more you do it.
Experience.
Yeah, and one of the more frustrating answers that some people may not like is that the more you do it, the more you may realize whether it is or is not for you. And that can be a frustrating thing too.
And it's so, honestly, it is really sad when you do see people here. You know what? Fuck it. I hate VTubing. I hate one aspect of VTubing, and that's graduations, because I always thought they were so stupid. I've never respected graduation ever. Because it's like, again, from our perspective of artists, right? And maybe you don't share the same idea with me about graduations, but it's just so unnecessary. Just like, if you don't need to graduate, you can take hiatuses, but it's just a social media account. It's not like you're like, you know, leave, because they always do it as if they're leaving forever. And some people don't leave forever, but some people do. And it's like, why do you need to leave forever? Like, I'm sure there's still aspects of this that you enjoy, so why just like, you don't need to put it down for the rest of your life, you know? Like, you can just use it as a fair weather thing where you're like occasionally going on social media and type about something, or occasionally stream. Like, you can still keep these things as hobbies. It always feels so weird when people just like are like dramatic. It feels that like everything is dramatic. It feels like everyone is making a big deal about something that doesn't need to be a big deal.
I definitely feel like I understand graduations, and I especially understand them from like the corporate VTuber side, because they can't use that account anymore.
Yeah, I understand corporate stuff is different, but when it's like an indie streamer, it just feels a little silly sometimes.
As an indie streamer, I feel like there's a potentially double-edged sword there, because if you do like, this is my graduation stream,
and then you come back,
more people will show up to it, and it's like, well, then you're gonna feel like you were missing out on this potential community.
You know what? That is a proven thing. People will graduate and then they will come back and they'll have more viewers than before they graduated, because they were gone for so long that they left a hole in that content sphere that they were bringing to the table, and more people will be like, wait, I actually really liked your streams. I just never came by because I just didn't think of you. And now that you're graduating, I'm thinking of you, and now I'm going to become a regular viewer. And it's been a proven fact for most people. Like I can count on the number of my hand. I can't count on my hands how many people have graduated, come back, and then gained like double the amount of viewers that they originally had. But it sucks because it's like that incentivizes people a little bit to post a fake graduation, then come back and then get more viewers from it.
Yeah, it's like, here's the farewell. Wait a sec, never mind. Actually,
reminds me of back on Facebook when back when I was like a 10-year-old and kids on Facebook would be like, if I died, would you care? Or they would fake getting into an accident or some shit, post it, and then be like, I wonder who cares. And it's like, so I don't know, it's just I never liked it. That's so funny. That's what it feels like to me sometimes. That's why I don't like graduation. Like when I say I would never graduate, it's because I never fucking would. Like, if anything, if I would need to in the future, maybe I would step back a little bit, but I'd still do content occasionally. I don't like it.
I feel like for me, if I got tired and burnt out on VTubing, I would try rebranding first.
Yeah.
And then figure out if is it a VTubing thing? Is it just I want to try a new art and new direction? Or is it genuinely like something of like, oh, I'd rather step back and just do art and take my time? Because like there's a bunch of other steps rather than like, oh, this isn't working out. All right, let's end it all.
Like you don't let's end it all. Yeah, it's like you don't need to do these things. You don't need to close yourself off from people. I feel like people think that's like their only option is to just like, if I don't want to do what I'm doing, I'm just gonna nuke everything. Like they immediately go nuclear than anything else and just think of other options that they can do.
Yeah, and like as an artist, it's frustrating because it shows a lack of forethought when you commission a design, then you commission a model and backgrounds. It's like,
yeah, those just go to waste.
Yeah, the assets just disappear unless they get resold.
And that feels even weirder too, because if somebody like imagine selling your design. If you quit, somebody else is just out there using the same everything that you used. Also, Ronin, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a good stream and big love. I'm hanging out with Honey Goblin. Sorry, I was in mid-tangent, so I didn't want to stop ourselves from talking. But, like, thank you so much for the raid, Ronin. Mods, if you want to give them another shout-out, I appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream, homie. It happens. I normally, at the start of every stream, I'm like... At the start of collab streams, I was like... I try to do one of those fucking old commercial disclaimers where I'm like, I will not be able to say anything. I most of the time during collabs, I will not be able to say thank you to any bits, donations, subs, and or gifted subs during the entire duration of the stream, as well as raids. Thank you so much, though. I always appreciate it.
Yeah.
I should have a disclaimer like that. I should have a disclaimer button where I just say it really fucking fast, so it sounds like a TV commercial.
Normally when I have collabs, I like pin it to the top of chat where I'm like, hey, I might not be as active because I'm focusing on the guest and so on and so forth.
That too. I try to do that, but I always forget about the pin things. Oh, here we go. Hey, Mismatch, thank you for another raid. Welcome to the stream, Raiders. Hope you're having a nice night. I'm hanging out with Honey Goblin. My name is PorcelainMaid. He and pronouns. I die. Soul trap in body of doll. Enjoy the stream. Follow for 3 inches to your dick size. This is Honey.
Hi. What's up?
There you go. I think that I like how we went from topic to topic to topic. We went from fucking chat mascots branding and then to fucking to graduations. Holy shit.
The full VTuber life cycle.
I love when streams go topic to topic and they keep bouncing off each other. It's so nuts. True professional yappers here.
Truly, or need to get diagnosed for ADHD. One or the other.
I need to be diagnosed for a lot of things. I haven't been to a doctor in like 9 years.
Yeah, I gotta get a checkup. I'll do that later.
One day. You know what? They're gonna be like, hey, why have you had a rash for the last 7 years? It's like, oh, I don't know. I thought it was just normal. It's like, no, you actually have stage 4 diabetes. Congratulations, idiot.
There's so many things to do in my life. There's just like, oh yeah, health. Oh gosh, the thing that lets me keep living.
I've never really paid too much attention to health. I always paid attention to calories, though, in terms of that. Like, I would eat super unhealthy things as long as the calories were low, because I always cared more about This sounds so superficial. I cared more about my physical appearance and like weight, because as a kid I didn't. So like now it's like insecurity of mine where I'm like, all right, now I really do gotta care about myself or else it's gonna go to shit. I gotta work hard to look good, you know?
Being pretty is hard work.
It really
Jeez.
is. God damn.
Yeah.
I thought beauty sleep was a joke. It's real. Holy shit.
It's a real thing. Yeah, I'm fortunate that like my parents, because they signed me up for so many sports when I was a kid, I'm so used to like doing exercise frequently that if I don't, my body starts to reject my living style. And it's like, you need to go outside and run.
You get antsy.
Like,
You get antsy.
okay.
I
Yeah,
think it's not
I
a
get
bad,
antsy.
I don't think that's a bad habit to have though. Like getting antsy when you when you get inside too long. Because I need that. I need that bad habit for me. I also feel really gross if I don't work out. Like I haven't been able to do any exercise in the last couple of days because I've been streaming until 3 a.m. and then I have to cook and then it's 5 a.m. and I'm like, I don't want to work out until 7 a.m. again. I'm trying to go to bed early. Oh god, I feel gross, dude. I need to lift some weights or something.
Yeah, so often I'm like, do I want to lift weights or will a shower just fix me and then I can continue doing art?
I only ever take multiple showers when I'm at a hotel for some reason.
Oh yeah.
When I'm at a con, I'll take like 3 showers, 2 to 3 showers a day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just to be nice and clean.
Understandable. Anytime you're out in a con, it's just like, all right, there's so many reasons to shower. Let's just be safe about it.
It's gross, dude. It's gross. Cons are nasty.
And here's the other thing with cons is just like, I understand. I sweat a whole bunch. And so I'm like, I apologize to everyone. I've deodoranted up so much. But if I get too sweaty at some point, I'm like, I need to leave to take a shower now. My presence offends.
If somebody is like, hey, do you want to go out for dinner? I'm like, no, I need to shower. I need to be clean.
Yep.
And also, another worst thing is that every fucking convention is in goddamn motherfucking, like, straight in the bullet laser of hell, sun ray, Texas.
It's
and
always
it's
in a
just
desert.
awful. Thanks, Texas. Why do you have every fucking convention known to mankind? They have like 70 cons in Texas, and they're all the biggest ones.
It's because it's where all the deserts are. There's nothing to put there but convention space.
It's ridiculous. And maybe it's, yeah, Texas is cheap to rent. Every convention is fucking Texas, guys. You Texans need to dial it back, dude. Get do some other shit, all right? All you motherfuckers got are shooting ranges, the Alamo Draft House, and fucking conventions.
And so much soul food.
And soul food.
So much soul food.
I didn't actually know that Texas had soul food.
I think it has soul food.
Is it a soul food place? Does Texas have a lot of soul food?
Let me see. Texas soul food. I think you can kind of get it everywhere. It just depends on where you look, really.
They got barbecue. Oh yeah, Texas
Oh, they
barbecue.
do got a lot of barbecue.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good. Some Texans really like fat though, and that's disgusting. I fucking hate fat. They put fat in brisket. Ugh. Ugh. Brisket should be lean, you fools.
All I can think about now is like how my parents went on a lovely little vacation. Just the two of them had a lovely time.
Aww.
They went back to Texas for a pickleball tournament. And I'm like,
what the fuck is pickleball? What?
It sounds fake, but it's a very real thing.
What is that?
It looks like tennis
I'm
if
looking
it
this
was
up. Hold
tiny.
on.
Yeah, look it up.
Pickleball? What the fuck?
It's real. And I could not believe it when my parents were like, yeah, we got really into pickleball in our age. And I'm like, good for you. What is it?
Motherfucker,
What do
this
you
is
mean?
tennis.
It
What?
looks like tennis.
This is
It's wacky
tennis, but
tennis.
with a different fucking racket and ball. This is miniature tennis. Go fuck yourself. What?
But yeah, my parents are.
Why is this so fucking tiny? What is this?
It's
Wait,
so small.
it really is miniature tennis. What am I looking at? Oh, dude,
It's
all the
miniature
goblins are in the
tennis?
chat. Holy shit.
Oh gosh.
Hello, other goblins. Hi, Gobby.
Fermented tennis.
Fermented tennis is ridiculous. Hold on, chat. Look at this. Look at this.
You gotta see it. You gotta
It's
see
just
it.
smaller tennis. But like it's so tiny. What?
There are so many different rules where it's like the ball has to bounce in that little bright green square sometimes,
so
but then sometimes
stupid.
it doesn't. Anyway, my parents are really enjoying themselves in their old age.
These your parents? Are these your parents? Because wait, this actually looks like these are like 50-year-old adults playing this. It's so stupid.
They do look like they could be my parents.
That's so silly looking, dude. I love fake sports that are played super seriously. Like this is a fake one. I refuse to believe this.
That's so funny.
Tiny, well-aged tennis. Jesus Christ.
I hope that in my old age, I will pick up a random, non-existent fake sport and be really, really into it to confuse young
Foosball.
people.
Foosball.
Foosball?
A foosball table.
I want to play tennis, but I refuse to move.
That's a foosball, but tennis
Yes,
version.
John.
Jesus Christ. Fizzleball.
Oh my gosh.
Shuffleboard. Shuffleboard is a real old
Shuffleboard?
rich white woman thing to be into.
Let me see what shuffleboard is, because like
Shuffleboard is exclusively played on the deck of a fucking cruise liner.
What? Yeah, it's on a cruise. The first image is them with sticks and pucks on a
It
cruise.
is the premier old white male, like, I rule the world, but I have nothing to do with my money, so I guess I'm gonna fucking spend it on shuffleboarding on a cruise liner thing to do.
I don't know if I could exist on a cruise.
No, it sucks. I have thalassophobia in the first place, so that shit's ass for me no matter what.
Yeah, no, it's... I think I would just go crazy.
Well, also, cruise liners don't have anything to do on them. Like, there's nothing interesting on a cruise line. Like, yeah, okay. The best thing they have is movie nights. They have a pool on the cruise, and they have like a really shitty arcade, but the arcade isn't an arcade. Instead, it'll just be like crane games, and they consider that the arcade. They have shuffleboard. Yeah, that's it. I've seen cruise liners. I used to watch a lot of videos on like travel videos, right? I have so many travel channels that I follow that are like, and I've tried to see if any cruise liners are interesting. All of them are boring. All of them fucking suck. Trains are better. More trains are interesting than cruise liners.
I love trains. The sights are so cool.
I love trains. There's a train in Japan called the Twilight Muzukage. It's a $7,000 train ride. You get on the train for 3 days, and it is the most bougie experience. And it looks like it's from Studio Ghibli. So like it goes on the water of Japan. So you're like you're going through a train in a fancy room by yourself over the water of Japan. Not only that, they play like an orchestra for you while you eat your food, and they'll just have it play around stops, and then they'll do the little stops where they take you on a guided tour and show you stuff. It is the most bougie shit in the world, and I love it. I would love to go on one of those.
That sounds like such an experience. I think I would that is so much all in 3 days?
In like 3 days, they go around, and it's fucking lovely.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe I just have like I'm starting to develop bougie tastes for trains specifically. Like I don't spend money ever unless it's on something for work. Like unless it's VTuber related, I usually never spend money. And this is something that I would spend money on. Like I would love that.
I think spending it on experience, like to me, my brain goes like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes more sense.
Yeah, I really want to try fine dining, just because I shit on it all the time, right? Like I think fine dining is a scam, and I think it's ass. But I want to try it at least once so I can have the experience, and then I can make money by talking about it on stream and saying how bad it is and saying that I actually tried it.
It's a business expense then.
It is a business expense. Technically, everything at a con is a business expense for us. If you haven't been doing that, write that down.
I gotta write that down real quick.
Everything you do at a con, no shit, is technically a business expense because it is counted as networking. And it's the same expense that you would label under having a business meeting when you're working with other people.
Yes.
No shit, Chad. It literally is considered networking.
There's a lot of things that can be considered business expenses that I did not realize could be considered business expenses.
Dude, my tax accountant was just like, yeah, everything is a business expense for you guys. You need to write everything off or else you're fucked because of the amount of money that you guys like put into the economy.
Yep. It's like movies a lot of times, your video games, any new tech you get, new chairs.
You know, I just realized VTubers are poorer streamers. Like, we're the poor version of a Twitch streamer because we spend all our money on VTubing, and every other Twitch streamer doesn't spend their fucking money on anything.
No, like,
I think most VTubers, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, most VTubers of ours, or most streamers of our size, would probably have a fuck ton of money because they don't spend the same amount of money as we do on VTubing and tech.
I guess so.
At least it feels like that.
It might be a little different in my case because most of my assets are self-made. So that cuts a huge chunk out of it. But like, yeah, the camera you need is attached to an iPhone, which is like, okay, cool. I hope you like iPhones.
Streamers buy one webcam, and then they're like, all right, I'm good. You guys don't need nothing else for the stream, right? All right, let's load up Valorant, baby.
But yeah, the amount of like the strong computers you need, the VR equipment. If you got VR equipment, it can be real expensive.
Models as well if you don't make your own models. Lore videos if you go that route. Music, BGMs, panels, backgrounds, emotes, I guess. But emotes are a one-time thing. There can be a lot that you spend. Commissions occasionally.
Screens. Designers,
animated, starting soon screens. Yup. Design. If you can't do your own designs, just paying for the design.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot that goes into it, so it can be extremely expensive up front for VTubing. I think, like, business-wise, as a streamer, though, we have much stronger branding.
Yes,
than the average
we're paying
streamer.
for branding. I mean, VTubers would definitely sell more merch than a fucking regular streamer, I think.
Yeah, I think because the thing with VTubing is, like, you can be a character, and that can be your logo.
Yes.
So people can recognize it a lot easier.
And then chat mascots also are good pushing power for sales. Yeah. I know because my fucking chat mascot outsold me, motherfuckers. Fuck you guys. What the fuck? My highest selling thing on my goddamn store was my chat mascot. What the fuck? How are they more popular than me?
It's just like how chat is funnier than the streamer most times.
Don't remind me. I'm training my chat to be funnier than me. They're working on it. They're more cutesy right now. Eventually my chat will make funnier jokes than me one day. One day they will.
It's always when you're being like vulnerable and trying to be funny and then someone will one-up you in chat and I'm like, ugh.
I need that. I need that. They're slowly becoming funnier as time goes on.
It's better than the other way around.
Yeah, they'll never beat my jokes, honestly. My puns are peak. Hey, honey, what's the world's deadliest vegetable?
Artichoke.
The more you eat, the more likely you are to choke. How'd you know that one?
Is a legitimate guess.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
No fucking way, really?
Yeah.
I thought you heard me say it already or something.
No.
What the fuck?
My other jokes are also dad jokes.
Shit. Fuck. God damn it.
I was like, what's the most deadly vegetable? What's the only one that's violent? Choking.
I feel like my whole pun, like the impact is just gone because you guessed it by accident. Or you actually did just fully guess it. Holy shit. It's not like you heard it before. You actually just guessed it. My impact is gone. I've been reduced to 0. What the fuck? You're a universe ahead of me, dude.
Father.
All right, I gotta pack it up.
All right.
I gotta fucking pack it up, dude. You beat the shit out of me with there. I'm out.
Welcome, chat. I'm your new daddy.
Holy shit. Those are not the words I would expect to come out of your mouth. Holy fuck, dude. Pause. What? That you are being. This is a negative influence on you. We gotta get you off my stream. Holy shit.
I gotta get off the internet.
I am a negative influence to Honey Goblin. Oh my god.
You put your head back on to go like, wait a minute.
Oh,
Back
boy.
up a bit.
Hold on a minute. Holy shit. You made me come back with the milk for a second. My God.
That's Honey. She's an opportunistic. Yeah. Listen, I see a bit. Sometimes my mouth moves faster than my brain, and it
Give an
should
inch,
not.
take a mile. Oh my God. Dude, you're good at that. Look at you. You were saying you weren't quick-witted. You fucking figured that shit out immediately.
Thank you.
Look at you
Thank
go.
Teehee. We're silly. We're silly here.
The goblin saw the shiny and went mine. Whoa. You can't say that about goblins, right? They were fine people. Also, there's like 70 of them in the chat. You gotta be careful.
There's so many.
They can go to war. They will.
There is an army. And at this point, I have stopped counting.
Yeah, I've been seeing more and more goblin VTubers coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can literally like see, I see 5 on a daily basis at this point now. Like there's you, there's Gary. I see Gobby in the chat. There was another goblin named Jay, I think, that raided me recently. There's there's more and more and more goblins that I keep finding lately, and it's like, holy shit, there are so many goblins.
At this point, it's actually gonna be close to my genuine family reunions where someone will say, yeah, this is your cousin. And I'm like, sure, why not?
Yep.
I've never met you in my entire life, but yeah.
I love that. I love that as a concept where you meet a new VTuber that is a goblin. You're just like, cousin, no shit. You know this other goblin? Yeah, I think that's cute. I like the idea of you guys never speaking to each other and just like, that's my cousin. We just have a big family. Buck, yeah, Buck. I will buck you. I think Drew, like, they had like a diorama of every goblin that they know, or anyone with a goblin OC or goblin VTuber, and I saw you in it, and then I saw like 70 other goblins in it, and I was like, holy shit, the rise. You guys are making an army.
It's so many. There's so many of them, and honestly, I do like seeing all the different goblin designs because it's funny how you can stretch it to look different but still register as goblin.
Yes, I like it a lot. So like, I don't know if I would feel the same way with a doll, like if there is a huge population of doll VTubers, but because I don't know how to explain this, because it's specifically goblins, which are known for like the hordes of little guys charging at you, it's like way fucking funnier. Like, I really like it. It like, it has this sense of community that's really fucking funny, and I like it a lot.
Yeah, I also like it because it's, even if there are a lot of goblins,
Everyone's
it's nice
unique.
to not be the only one, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's nice that they're all unique. They're their own brand and their own personalities.
And it's like, I wouldn't know if I would feel the same way about other, other like types of characters like rabbits or dolls or sharks, I guess. Like, but the fact that there's so many goblins specifically, and that most of them know each other, makes it feel like the foreign family down the block that knows every single person in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's so nice that no one's like, oh, you're a goblin. Like this other goblin's like, no, everyone's like, you're another one.
I don't see people doing that. I don't see people. It's not like the shark VTubers were like, are you Gargura? No, the goblin VTubers are like, yo, another goblin, let's fucking go. Holy shit, 2 cakes.
Yeah, exactly. It's the 2 cakes memes. It's just like, oh, nice. I love to see it. So good.
I don't think people feel the same when it's like another thing, but it's because they're goblins. It's so fucking funny, and I love it. I love how adaptive everyone is with it.
Yeah, I think part of it is because goblins were already pretty prevalent as like people's OCs online.
Yeah.
So when no one would go up to another person and be like, you stole this. It's like, we all took it from D&D. Like, what do you mean?
There's like 4 dolls. And you know what? If you don't have doll joints, I don't count you. You're not a part of it. I'm kicking you out of the doll gang if you don't have your joints. But like, there's not many, and I was the first one that ever even existed. So seeing more, it's like cool, and but at the same time, it's like, all right, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you. We will have a fight to the death, and I will be the winner.
It's on site. We can't be friends, but we will fight.
Gatekeeping. That's what it is. Yeah. Chat's right. I'm gatekeeping dolls. I'm gatekeeping my joints.
You're a doll. Prove it. Fight me.
Yeah, huh? Well, where were your joints? Show me your joints. Where are your balls? Pull them out. Let's see them.
Whip him out. Wait, no, not like that. Not like.
Oh, wait, what the fuck? Where'd those come from? I was looking for your joints, homie.
But yeah, I think that's one of the cool things about, because VTubing has been a thing, well, been more of a prevalent thing for the past.
Around the last 4 years is when it was more prevalent, but it was definitely there for the last 7.
I want to go back and see what people did before the panini, like the pandemic.
Oh, I can tell you.
Yeah.
I can tell you. Most of us were just like, a lot of the VTubers pre-pandemic, pre-VTuber boom, all of us were kind of either artists or VR chatters. That was it. Everyone before the VTuber boom either did VR chat or art for the most part. Because everyone who was making VTuber models, because they weren't commissionable at the time. Nobody was doing like, hey, VTuber model commissions. Those weren't things back then. Mainly all VTubers were like artists that were playing around with a new program like VDraw, VRoid, and stuff like that. And like Face Rig back when that was a thing. So they were all playing around with it. And any like really old VTuber, I guarantee you they started as an artist because they made their own models. I mean, that's what I did. I made a model using VRoid like 7 years ago, and then I got fan art because my model was so bad that somebody in the chat was just like, I'm downloading this program, here's a better model, and then I used that for years.
I love your design. Much love, no hate.
Your model
Please
looks like shit, bro. Take this instead. Here's some fan art. When the fan art is better than the fucking model.
That's so funny, because like I've been messing around in VRoid so that I can learn how to make my own VR chat models, because something about my brain really drags its feet when it comes to commissioning other people.
You have a hard time letting go of your character, I think.
It might be letting go of my character, but it might also, yeah, you know what? I think that actually is it now that I'm thinking about it.
Juniper Actis is the same thing. I know how you feel. I've experienced people that are similar to you.
Oh, good.
It's
I'm glad I'm not alone.
You're not alone. You're not alone. A lot of people that make their own models tend to err on the side of not commissioning others because you've already done it so long and you want it to be exact and it's going to represent you for a long time that you kind of have to be a little bit more controlling. And I get it. I get how you feel. I get super high detail whenever I commission somebody for a model, and it's rough, the amount of different like little like mini changes that can happen. Like I gotta spend a lot just to as an apology to anyone I commission for a model, just because I'm like, I'm so sorry for the 475th little edit that I need you to addendum onto my model.
That's hard sometimes, because it's like you when you have your character, then you have like them in your heart and you want to see them represented properly. It can be tricky because sometimes when you bother other artists, it's like, I'm so sorry, I don't want to bother you, but
yes, and it sucks because if you know how it feels to be on the commissioning side of things, you know how people will feel about you when you do certain things when you're commissioning, but you need to do those things. I wish I was ignorant. I wish I did not have a perspective on the artist side of things. That way I could just be an asshole and tell them like, hey, do this, this, and this without feeling bad. I feel like every time I ask for a change, I have to add like a fucking 13 paragraph apology afterwards. And I can't get over that. It's really hard to get over that.
Yeah, it is really, really tough. And you risk not having a product that you like, or you'll risk having a model that you don't like if you don't get really specific with the artist, but you also risk potentially like feeling bad for asking for so many changes. It's really tough.
And also, I know some artists will say, as long as you pay for it, that's fine. No, it's not, because after a while, after I've done so many changes, at that point, I'm just wasting their time. Like, they'll be 7 months in on the model, and they're still not done because I keep asking for mini changes, and then I have more changes, and they're like, dude, I need to move on. Like, I'm getting burnt out working on only your model, and I have not taken any other commissions. It doesn't matter how much money you're paying me at this point. It's too much. And it's like, it fucking sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. but I also can't draw myself. You know, I never draw my own OC. I never draw my doll.
Yeah.
And the reasoning is because I cannot draw my doll as well as the fan art draws my doll. And it makes me mad. Like, I become I get so disgusted and overly critical of myself when I draw my own OC. That, like, but when somebody else draws me, if they forget the crack, I still love the art. Because it still looks beautiful and I can still, you know, tell it's my character. But if I forgot the crack in my face, I'd just be like, all right, I'm fucking done, dude. I need to pack it up.
It's Sojo over. We're done. We're finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that problem sometimes when drawing, like, myself, like, because there's a different way I draw goblin proportions from human proportions, and my natural state is drawing human proportions. And so I'll start drawing my character, and then I'll be like, wait a minute, she's too tall, eyes are too small. Ah, I did it again.
Need big eyes and small body.
Yep.
I love goblin proportions. They're so silly.
They're so exaggerated, and you can do so much to make them still register as goblin, even if you don't do like short stacks.
Just
it's
the word
so nice.
goblin too is just so fucking goofy and fun to say.
Goblin.
Look at the little fucking goblin. Look at the goblin. Oh,
Look at him.
I love goblins. I love the idea of a goblin.
I do love goblins.
Concept of goblin is good. It's honestly, the more I think about goblins, the more I enjoy them as a concept.
Yeah, I like all kinds, because there's kinds where it's like D&D goblin, but then there's also like the British Fae kind of goblin where they just say goblin and it means a whole bunch of different things, and I'm like, they're just fun. And
yeah, you can see more of the types of goblins via Home Safety Hotline, that video game, where it was just like calling in to see all these fucking freaky little spirits and fae.
Home Safety Hotline. Ooh, I've never heard of that.
So it's a game where you play as a home safety hotline, like 911, except it's specifically for fae, like SCPs. So they call you because you have a bunch of numbers that route to your phone. Like if they call 911 or if they call like fire safety or whatever, they call you and they're like, hey, I got really weird, strange occurrences happening in my house. And then you're like, you obviously can't say like, oh, you have a gob in your house. You have to like tell them like, okay, leave some ice in a bucket with your toes in it overnight and everything will go back to normal. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you have a hobgob. They need to fucking eat the ice or else they'll burn down your house in the middle of the night. And it's like, what the fuck?
That's so fun.
It's really silly. It's really silly. And you get to learn more and more about things as you play through the game. It's like only like 6 hours long, I think.
That's a pretty short game, but like, yeah.
I need to finish it. I haven't finished it yet.
Nice. But like, I love cryptids, and fae and goblins are like the closest I can get to cryptids without them going into like the horror genre.
You're sticking to the cutesy parts of it. I get how you feel. I like that. I'm actually going into horror genre soon. I'm getting a monster model, and we've been having a lot of trouble getting through it because my you know how you do a monster with a doll is mainly lots and lots of limbs and appendages, and it has been incredibly really fucking tough getting that many limbs to move and draw and figure out basically what I want.
Yeah, planning the motion, just like the idle stuff or even the animation stuff for it must be rough.
Ugh. I'm tired of being in fucking group chats asking 40 questions to the riggers just so the artist can get done drawing.
Yeah, it's a process, but like, if it's something that you're really excited for, then like I'm sure it's gonna be so satisfying once it's there.
Do you... Wait, continue. Sorry.
I was gonna say, because I think it's important that it is what the client looks for, because the client is going to be able to move it better than the riggers and artists will be intention wise.
And you have to, when you're a VTuber, you have to be strict about how you see yourself. You got to be a little controlling in terms of the commission, because you're going to be stuck using this for years. Like, this is a model you will use for years because you spent so much money on it, and it represents you as a person. So like, you need it to be proper for yourself, because it's going to be representing you for a long time to come, and you can't really do little changes depending on what who your artist is. Like, it's hard because to do a little change in your model you have to go through sets of people. You have to go through the artist, and then you have to go through a rigger, and then you have to like make sure it's okay with both of them. So it's a big process to even get little changes done.
Yeah, it is. It's a team effort.
It really is.
And it can be rewarding, but it can be tough.
That's why I'm always impressed by people who make their own model, because I'm sure, like, yes, you have more control, so it might be a little bit easier to get those things done. But my God, you're basically pulling the work of an entire team all by yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot of things when you make your own model that you have to give up on is the wrong word for it, but you have to
Drop.
Prioritize and drop. Yeah.
Like the whole finish what you're doing instead of leaving everything as a draft.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you need to know when to stop your perfectionism.
Yeah.
Rein it in. Rein it in.
Simplify it a little bit.
More. Compress it. More. Oh my God. I remember when I used to only do art streams too, and then I switched over to games, and I just was like, I've seen the light, and I stopped. But you do a pretty good job at keeping things variety, don't you?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I do like to mix it up. Just part of it is because if I play too many video games, my brain is going to be in the create phase where it's like, I'm done consuming. We have to make something.
Yes. Yeah, I was saying this earlier with the idea of consumption versus creating, where you create content, and then eventually when you're burnt out, you need to take a step back and then consume content or go outside, one or the other.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I need to consume content soon. Like I need to fucking sit down and consume a lot of content to go back to get my creative juices flowing again.
Yep. And sometimes the content that you got to consume is not like movies or video games. Sometimes it's experiences. You got to
like going outside.
Experiences. Yeah. I remember, I think Gura had this once where she was like, I feel like I have nothing to talk about because all I've been doing is streaming.
Yes.
So I need a break. And I'm like, yeah, I feel that. Absolutely.
That's
I get that.
100% what it's like. You need to like do something other than streaming. That's why consuming content is important too.
Mm-hmm.
Playing games, watching shows, movies, anime, whatever, going outside, experiencing different things, trying out things, meeting up with friends. All those things help with your inspiration in creating content.
Mm-hmm. It's also like...
Which is why, Chad, I need you to give me $3,000 so I can go on a giant train cruise for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, trains.
I swear, IRS master, please don't destroy me. It was a business expense, I swear.
It's necessary for the business. We gotta have it. We gotta.
Have you had anything content-wise that has really inspired you lately? Sorry for cutting you off. Holy shit.
No, you're absolutely fine. Content-wise, something that's inspired me. I went on vacation like 2 weeks ago, and so like this is my first stream back.
Oh my God, I actually didn't. People were saying welcome back from vacation. I didn't know what they meant. I didn't realize you actually were gone for that long.
Yeah, I specifically took a break. I try to take like 2 to 4 weeks off in the summer so that I don't burn out.
That's nice, dude. That's really nice.
Yeah, I just go visit family. I go and eat new food. I try to travel a little bit and do artwork that is not necessarily like related to streams. And what's been inspiring me recently is how do I explain this one? It's Sakuga, I think it is.
Oh, like animation frames, like real clean, smooth animation.
Yeah, really clean, smooth animation, but in its rough stages.
Yep, in like the sketch phase.
Mm-hmm. I think seeing stuff in the sketch phase, especially like animation, makes it seem more tangible to me. Like, oh, I could do this. I don't have to make it look finished and polished and colored and everything, because I don't have those skills. And so like the
animation's rough, man.
It's so rough. I did an animated starting soon, like by hand, like early on in the beginning days. I think it was like a run cycle, and I was like, geez, this is so much redrawing.
And people, you can't really commission that many people to do animation. Like, animators are a rare breed. Animators that take freelance commissions are even rarer. Yeah,
I think it's...
And most of them have a cutesy style. most animators do not do it. They all have like similar, more cuter styles of art too.
I want to try animating. So what I'm trying to do is practice animating less cute style, more of my like drawing humans recently. It's so tricky because you have to keep the volume so consistent, otherwise it looks wonky, and it's like, geez.
Yeah,
You got a
perspective
3D
is rough
brain.
too.
Yeah, perspective too.
I understand how you feel as somebody who has a degree in 3D animation and 3D modeling. Fucking sucks, dude. Fucking sucks. I can't even imagine trying to translate that into 2D when I can't even draw like perspective in 2D.
Yeah. Perspective, my beloved.
I also just have bad depth perception. Like my depth perception in video games is absolutely fucking awful. I don't know if that's like the game's fault or if it's my fault, but it affects me when I'm drawing too.
Yeah, depth perception in like 3D as well as like in games can be tricky, especially if you're playing first person. Something about that messes me up.
100%. If I'm playing a platformer, I look like a moron. I was playing Sonic Unleashed yesterday, and I missed so many jumps because I just could not understand perspective at all. Like I did not get the depth perception at all of anything. And maybe it's the game's fault. I don't fucking know. It sucks. It's rough. You'll jump to pick something up and then nothing happens and you're like, wait, what? Where the fuck am I?
Yeah, no. My map awareness is already awful with video games. Like I will get lost constantly. Add 3D platformers to that. I'm like, nah, sorry. I cannot. I will spend 1 hour getting lost in the tutorial.
Are your favorite games Souls games? Because those are the ones that I saw you playing mainly.
Yeah, those are my favorite ones. I think my favorite one was Sekiro.
Oh no. That's like my most hated Souls game too. Oh, I hated that one. That was so rough.
Yeah, it was literally the first game I streamed because I was like, well, I might as well start with my favorite game. And so I've debuted and I was like, all right, next stream is a Sekiro stream. See y'all later.
Oh, God, dude. I got to the final boss of Sekiro. Not to spoil anyone, but a man inside of man attacks doll. And I just stopped. Like, I didn't finish the game. And it was just such a time commitment. I was like, I'm not going to save one entire stream just to fight the final boss. Because, like, two things that could happen are I spend 7 hours not beating the final boss, or I beat it in 10 minutes, and then I'm like, well, I have nothing to stream now. And I was just like, I can't. I didn't like it because Sekiro to me felt like Jump King, where the reason the game is hard is that there's only like 3 mechanics that you can deal with, and that's it. Like there's no options, there's no variety. And the difficulty came from the lack of variety and how you just had to be good. I didn't like that. I don't like that. I get why it's there and I understand why it's difficult. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, absolutely fair. Like that is the thing about Souls games and most video games. I'll tell people it's just like, hey, I like this. If y'all don't like it, absolutely fair. Very valid reasons for not liking it.
For Sekiro, yes. Whenever somebody says they don't like Dark Souls because it's hard, I kind of grill them a little bit because they can make it easier. It's as hard as you make it.
Sekiro has very specific parry mechanics where you have to pay attention to the animations and like you can only do so many kinds of attacks.
It's literally get good or get fucked. Like you need Sekiro is actually the only difficult FromSoft game because if you're not getting good at it, you're just not going to do anything in it.
Yeah, if you're not getting the mechanics of it, it's just like, I'm so sorry. I
don't know how to tell you.
I cannot help you.
Hey man, I'm stuck in Sekiro. Get good. Hey man, I'm stuck in Dark Souls. Have you tried leveling up or this other new armor set or this have you tried magic? Have you tried resetting your stats? Have you tried getting this new weapon?
Yeah.
Have you tried poise? It's just like all this shit versus get good.
Elden Ring players who have not played the previous Dark Souls games, y'all don't know how good you have it.
Yeah.
Y'all do not know how good you have it.
Elden Ring players complaining about difficulty when Sekiro is right there. It was insane. I forgot about that. It's like you have summons. You have a magic system. You're good, dude. I don't know what you're complaining about.
You have a horse that can just walk you through whatever areas. It can walk through poison.
The only difficulty you're having is lack of fucking knowledge, bro. Look it up.
I think like if you have to look it up, then maybe it's not good game design.
Yes,
but I can understand that like
it's like obtuse on purpose.
yeah, but it's also like, okay, if a sword's not working, try a different weapon. Like rearrange your stats a bit. You know, you might have to grind a little. It's not.
It really is just try
hard.
something else. Like you have the options to try something else. You're not stuck. But I guess some people don't know about stat resetting or anything like that. Maybe they haven't gotten that far in the game or something. I don't know. It's literally just go grind. It's playing Pokemon and going into the tall grass and then grinding levels for the next 30 minutes.
I think I have a different, because I'm watching Goblin play Dark Souls for the first time, and that was one of the first video games I ever played was Dark Souls Remastered.
Get to experience it over again by watching somebody else play it.
Yeah, and I was watching her play, and I was like, oh, I play this game entirely differently, because Gobby has played video games, like other video games before this video game, but I had never played any video games before. So when I played Dark Souls, I was like, oh, this is just what video games are like. All right, cool. So I spent like at least 5 hours grinding in the beginning areas and going like, okay, I'm getting used to mechanics. I'm figuring this out. I'm just leveling up strength, health, and vitality, or a stamina. And it was just like, I accidentally tank built my way through the game.
Yeah. Brute forcing it. Yeah.
Smashing head into brick wall and not questioning if there's another way. So I get it, people in Elden Ring who are just going through it and not trying a different way. But the game goes out of its way to put more things in front of you versus Dark Souls, where it's like you kind of just have to suffer.
Dark Souls didn't tell you anything, really.
No.
Elden Ring was a little bit nicer. I mean, they had for fuck's sake, Elden Ring was the only Souls game that had a tutorial. Like,
yeah.
Even if it was missable, they were the only one that had a fucking tutorial. I watched something recently that you might like as well then, because there was a YouTube series that I really liked called What Gaming is Like for a Non-Gamer. I don't know if you've seen it.
I think I've seen them in my feed. I haven't watched their videos yet.
It is a guy who plays video games a lot, and what they did... Hey, there's another goblin!
Hey, let's go! Welcome in, Jay!
I told you there's like 70 of them. They're all fucking hoarding in now. Welcome to the stream, Raiders. My name is PorcelainMaid. I used to be a sexy sack of man meat. Before I died, my soul got trapped inside the body of a sexier female doll. He and pronouns, but if you're still confused about pronouns in the 21st century, you could think of me as a bisexual sweat dream. Sexy male voice trapped inside of a sexier female doll. I give you a curtsy out of courtesy because I'm elegant as fuck like that. And Raiders, you know, if you follow the stream, you can gain 3 extra inches to your dick size. That's right, your dick will go from here to here. Hope you're having a nice night. Thank you for coming by. I'm hanging out with Honey.
Hi, welcome in, Jay and crew.
I'm sorry for like doing my intro in front of you. My movement keys, all my shortcuts are just like right in the middle of the screen, so it looks like I'm blocking you out from the screen. Hi, hello. It just looks so stupid. Welcome in, Jay. Hope you had a nice night. We were talking about you earlier and all the different goblins as well that are in the stream. But yeah, no. So Gaming for a Non-Gamer, it was a series where a guy who plays a lot of video games in his life was exploring what it's like for somebody who's never touched a video game before in their life to try a video game. So his wife was very traditional. She'd never played a video game all her life, and she watched him play sometimes, and that was all the knowledge she had. So he took multiple different games, put them in front of his wife who's never played a game before, and tried to get her to play them. And it's so interesting to see and experience because you take so many things for granted when you play video games all the time. Like, for example, you think of the A button, you think of jump. You think of the B button, you think of a dodge or an item usage thing. You think of X, you think of whatever, you think of attacking or right triggers to shoot. People who don't play games do not know any of that. So when she played the game, she didn't know what any of the buttons did, and she didn't think to explore the buttons to think that they would do different things. She would just not even know that at all. So watching them play these games, they don't know these things. They don't know to hit walls. They don't know to explore. They don't know to go different directions. They don't know where to go in the first place. They don't know that right means that you're supposed to go right. That's not a thing that they know. Or for one example is they played The Last of Us, and the wife didn't know that they couldn't go certain areas. So when an invisible wall comes up, they're like, why can't I go here? They don't think that. They don't think, oh, if there's an invisible wall here, that means I have to go the other way. They think, am I doing this wrong? Or they think like, they don't know about like, oh, fire, that means I can't go through it. They think, well, why can't I just jump over it? Or why can't I roll through it? Or why can't I use that ladder right there to escape? They don't think of those things because that's not how their brain works. They're like, well, obviously I can do that. No, they can't. Obviously you can't, because that's a video game design that we all just have ingrained in our head. It's really cool. It's really cool to think about. And it was a really fun, interesting video to watch. Fun, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a nice night.
Welcome to the stream, Raiders. My name is PorcelainMaid. I'm playing. Wait, I'm hanging out with Honey Goblin. Yippee!
Hello, yippee!
But it's an interesting thing to think about, right? Like, I need to find water for that fire. No, I need to stomp out that fire. No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I guess like, yeah, because there's a lot of things I'm watching Gabi play, and a lot of what I realized is Dark Souls Remastered is a very muddy game.
It is. It's not a game for somebody who's never played a video game before, that's for sure.
And so when I played it, I eventually got the hang of the environment just by trying to go in all directions. Like, there were a bunch of cliffs I jumped off and I was like, oh, okay, that's a chasm. And then there was a bunch of potential caves. They looked like caves and I was like, I could go in there. And I was like, oh, it's an actual area. So it was just at a level of insane trial and error of everything until you get used to it. But I guess if you had never played video games before and aren't familiar with video game mechanics, you would think outside of the box in a different way, which could be really fun to watch.
Yeah, and it happens. It's a lot. Sorry, I got flashbanged. I got another raid. Welcome to the stream, Raiders. Hope you're Jesus Christ. Hope you're having a nice night. Thank you for coming by. My name is PorcelainMaid. I'm hanging out with my friend Honey Goblin, and we're just yapping.
Welcome.
Hope you guys had a good time. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you for the raid. We're
Jesus
just chilling,
Christ.
talking about FromSoft games right now.
Yeah, basically. Just in general, like if somebody, let's say they make they made their wife play Mario, they wouldn't know to press A to jump, or that they need to jump on top of the enemy's heads, or even do anything about them.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, I should hit that block. Oh, there's a question mark there. Wonder what that is. Nope, they wouldn't know that. They would just walk past it. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. I really like that video.
I wonder if I made my mom play like a really simple game. What would be a good simple game? Because she's never played video games before. Pokemon?
No, they'd probably get really fucking confused in Pokemon.
Yeah.
You'd probably have to start them off with something like a phone game like Tetris or Candy Crush, which they might already be used to.
Then how would you transition to video games? Like my brain's thinking Nintendo
games. Yeah, Nintendo.
Nintendo. I was like, Animal Crossing? No, there's a lot of buttons and things to do in Animal Crossing.
Mario, probably.
Mario Party might be the one.
Any Mario
or
game,
Mario
I feel
Kart.
like they could slowly transition to a real game. They could slowly transition to like one of the more normal, regular games that we see in today's age after learning the controls from a game like Mario.
I think the channel you told me, like gaming for a non-gamer. I think it reminds me of like something called Girlfriend Plays.
That's another similar channel, not the same channel, but I have seen those videos too.
Yeah, I think I saw those.
Those
and
are
it's
more
just
let's plays. The gaming for a non-gamer thing is like a video analysis, like a video essay.
Ah, okay. Good. I have more things to watch while I do art.
I'll send you a link later. Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, now I'm thinking about VTubers' moms playing video games.
God, dude, I recently did a video with my dad that's gonna come out soon, and I got him his own like model. Not a model. I got him his own Fugi picture. And it doesn't it's not canon to my lore at all because it's another doll, and it's like that doesn't work with my lore. I'm the only one who's a doll. I died for this. My parents would just be normal humans, but I was like, fuck it. Let me just get him porcelain because it'd be cool. And I'm really excited about that. And I want to do one with my mom too, because I had my dad rate VTubers because he likes art. So I'm thinking I should do that with my mom too, where she rates VTubers as well.
That sounds really cute.
I love parents doing VTubing with their kids. I think it's really cute. I love it. It is absolutely lovely.
I'm tempted to I'd probably bring my sibling before I bring my mom. Like, one of my siblings would probably be better at catching on to not using the tropes and like
not saying your name or like where you live. I had to recite it into my dad's brain. I was like, okay, don't say our name, don't say where we live, don't allude to anything, and
don't talk about past jobs.
Yeah, my dad had to, like, when I was taking my dad to my computer, he would just recite, don't say this, 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 and it would just it was like a mantra for himself.
That's so cute.
It was really funny.
But yeah, like, I don't know how some streamers do it with their parents. Either their parents are very good at knowing not to say, or they just are rolling the dice there.
I think some parents are just really more, I don't know if they're young. They might be younger-esque parents, or they just were like so involved with their kid that they were able to understand everything they were doing at a faster pace because they would like constantly take care of their kids. I think if you are an only child, your parents are more likely to understand VTubing because they probably spent more time with you growing up than if you had siblings.
That might be the case. Yeah,
I think so. Because like, let's say you are you don't have any siblings. Your parents probably took more of an interest in what you were doing and like hung out with you more. So if you became a VTuber, they probably already know that you're a VTuber and know what you're doing. Depending on the family, I guess.
Yeah, because like my family knows, or at least my immediate family knows that I VTube, and I've shown them the models, and they're like, wow, this is cool. It tracks your face, and then I'll let them play around with it. It's very fun. But then, yeah,
I don't understand why I know everyone's family is different, but I know some people like they lose their minds if anyone in their family or friends know that they're a VTuber. And then you have me, like I tell all my family and friends I'm a VTuber, and then occasionally I fuck up and I'll go to like the coffee store and I'll like order food, and they'll be like, so what do you do for a living? And I'm like, I'm a VTuber. And I'm like, fuck oh yeah, what's your channel name? No, don't say it, PorcelainMaid. Fuck shit,
don't say it.
I've
Stop
done that
being
before.
yapper for 2 seconds.
I've done that multiple. My fucking hairdresser, the lady who cuts my hair knows that I'm a VTuber and knows my channel name. And then also the people at like a local fucking Pokeball place know that I'm a VTuber, and it's like, fuck, I gotta shut the fuck up, dude. I need to learn to shut the fuck up. Holy shit, I'm gonna dox myself. God.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Meanwhile, anytime anyone asks what my job is, I'm like, illustrator.
Oh my god. I would say artist, but I wouldn't be like, I don't have any art on hand that I immediately show. And I would also be too nervous. I'd be like, here's my art as an artist, and they'd probably be like, are you sure you're an artist for a living? Like, what's your real job? And I'll be like, fuck, you got me.
You got me. I'm bad at lying.
My bad.
Meanwhile, I'll just be like, here's my portfolio from when I graduated.
I'm gonna start saying I'm a Muppet actor.
You work for the Jim Henson Company? Yeah, that one.
I make video analysis videos on the internet. Thank you. Check me out.
Are you a YouTuber? That's the other thing. The amount of people who ask what my job is.
And you say Twitch, but then they don't know what Twitch is.
They don't know what Twitch is, and I'm like, I don't know how to explain this to you.
It's like YouTube, but like live.
Yeah, it's like YouTube, but people talk to you in real time, and they're like a chat room, and I'm like, well, yeah, I don't really know. I don't know how to explain this to you.
It's hard to explain what Twitch is to somebody who does anything. Like, that's why I just say if somebody asks me, I'll be like, if you don't know what Twitch is, it's like YouTube, and I just end it there.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest one to do. Whenever my family's like, "Oh, you illustrate. Is that good? Like, are you doing okay?" Yeah.
The first question is, do you make money doing that?
It's very funny because it's just like, if I explained to you what VTubing was, I think you would be even more like, and you make money doing this?
I explain it as I play as a mascot, right? So like I either go, I voice act a character on the internet, or I will say I am a mascot, like how baseball mascots do stuff. Like I do funny little dances on stream and they give me money.
When I explain it
Nintendo.
When I explain it to my younger cousins, I'm like, yeah, it's like YouTube streaming, I guess. And they're like, oh, it's like Twitch. And I'm like, you should not know what that website is. Get out of there now.
You are too young to be using any of these things. My nephews are being raised a little bit properly, I think. Well, half and half. They're not allowed, they don't have access to the internet at all, thank God. And I don't think they should have access to the internet until they're like 18. Fuck off. But at the same time, they're not allowed to play video games. And I'm like, I think they should at least play games. Maybe not online games, but definitely play games. Yeah,
I think that's a hard one because, like, who knows what the internet's going to be like when they're older, right?
Yes. No internet, yes games. That's how I feel about if you're gonna raise a child. But I also never want a child, so.
Yeah, it's the feelings I feel about potentially having a pet are multiplied
mixed,
with a little baby. I'm just
You're already mixed on having a pet. Having a child, oh God.
Yeah, it's. I feel like some level of internet safety should be important to learn as a teenager, because a lot of the times I've found, like with my teenage cousins, if you restrict their internet, they're just gonna find it at another time. So like, I think teaching them safety and saying like, hey, maybe don't visit these sites because they're a bit dangerous. Like, here are some safe ones for you is maybe a better way of going about it.
Holy shit, I think something just clicked in my head again. So I've been on a discovery process for the last couple of years where I actually actively started thinking about sexuality. This sounds like such an out of nowhere left field thing to say. But when we said something about children, I remember I used to always say to my mom and my dad that I would adopt because I don't want a kid. I don't want to make a kid. And I just realized that was another thing that, like, in my head, I was like, holy shit. I am that asexual thing again. Holy fuck. It just clicked again. Sorry, that weird fucking turn. I know. My brain just clicked for the 40th time and I was like, holy shit. Because growing up, I never thought about anything around me. I was just hyper. I had horse blinders on for my entire life. And only recently in the last year or two, I started thinking back to like me when I was a kid and childhood moments. Like, I just thought literally two things, big things that I never thought about until I, you know, at my age now. One, my uncle was a fucking cocaine addict because he had the long pinky nail. And I never realized that until like a few months ago when I thought about it and was like, wait, why did he have that pinky nail? Oh, fuck. I never thought about that until now. Another one was that when I was a kid, they would, put special ed kids in a brick room with no windows and lock them in there whenever they misbehaved. That was torture. That's technically a torture thing.
Yeah.
Just realized two of those things this year because I never thought about my childhood growing up. That's another one. Another arrow ace moment. Wanting to adopt because I didn't want to procreate to make a child. It's all coming together. My brain. This is the thing when you get older that your brain stops developing. My brain stopped developing. It doesn't need to develop anymore. I understand myself.
Everything's clicking. It's fine. Don't add more. It'll overwhelm it.
Sorry, I just found myself in the middle of your conversation. My bad. Sorry about that.
All good.
Holy shit.
I've definitely had those moments. Like, I was very fortunate when I grew up that my school was very, very, like, LGBTQ friendly.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I was fortunate that I was. Oh boy, yeah. Some schools were not, But I was lucky that my school at least explained what it was and was like, yeah, this is just a thing that can happen. I was like, oh, okay, sick. My little brain was like, I accept this. All right, cool. And so I never questioned anything. I was like, as I was like a teenager and growing up, I was like, yeah, everyone's kind of like into girls. Like, that just makes sense. That just makes a lot of sense. And I was like, I never really thought that everyone was like, no, I am disgusted by the thought of being romantic and intimate with a woman. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I never thought about sexuality at all growing up. I was always just like, because I never went on dates or anything. I went on like 2 dates my entire life, and I just wasn't interested in them. One of them was a movie date, and I just paid more attention to the movie. And then the other one was... Never mind, I only went on one. Holy shit. But like, I never gave a shit. And even up until streaming, I would always just say, I'm focusing on work. I'm focusing on work because I want to do my work. I want to focus on my streaming. And then that entire time, like when I became a streamer and I started doing my rating show, Bisexuals Wet Dream shit, I started questioning myself. I was like, oh yeah, the idea of sex is cool. Haha, cock, yeah, cool, whatever. Bisexual, I guess. Maybe I am. And then I just went with that. And then I started thinking about it more, and I was like, I don't want to be with human beings. That's gross. It's like, people are gross. Like, yeah, the thought of it's cool, but people are nasty, man. I don't want to be near them. Yeah,
it absolutely makes sense.
Yeah, like, it's definitely like an experience where you just have to think about it, and I just never thought about it until I got older.
Yeah, I guess like if you just are not as interested in romantic well, maybe not romantic, but like sexual relationships, it's like, yeah, that's okay. And it's really hard to figure that out, interestingly, because like I definitely had to go am I ace? Let's have a little.
You actually have to like sit down and fucking think about it, because it's not something that you can just be like, yeah, fuck it, I guess I'm this now. Like, you have to think, and it's insane, because it's like, do you truly understand yourself?
Yeah, and a lot of the times it's multiple conversations. It's multiple.
It is. That's why you'll see people go like, I don't actually think I'm this anymore. I think I'm this, because they're slowly figuring themselves out. And it doesn't help when you're a streamer and everyone's pushing you to give them an answer to what sexuality you are, as if they fucking deserve to know. Like, fuck you, why do you care? Labels are nice sometimes.
I find labels are nice to find communities, and sometimes it's fun to have a name to find other people and ask them about it.
Yeah, like I didn't know what asexual was until I met one of my friends, and they told me what it was. And they're different than me, obviously. Like, I learned about asexual people from my friend Haruka, and obviously very different person to me, and they probably have a different idea of their asexuality than mine. But it helped me learn. I discovered it from them, and I started to realize like, oh, this matches up with like everything that I've done in my entire life, from like when somebody confesses to me and I leave them on red for a month because I just didn't know how to respond, because I thought I should be into them, but I wasn't, even though that they were perfect. Or, avoiding people, or just constantly not really thinking about it or being interested in that. It's such a weird thing.
Yeah, I think there's a hard aspect too, because like I myself am not ace. I definitely had to have that conversation where it's like, am I? Nah, but that's okay. But yeah, there's sometimes a bit of a hard part where in your life you're gonna be like, this on paper sounds like it'd be perfect, but why doesn't it quite work for me? Like, why am I not quite into this? Even though I understand the appeal. Yeah. I
had that moment where somebody who was a good friend of mine confessed to me when I was younger, and they were like, I thought they were attractive, we meshed really well, they were really cool. I just said no. I like, it took me a month. Yeah, I had to think about it, but I just said no, because I was just like, I don't think I like the idea of a relationship. It just feels icky to me. I don't know. It's a lot to think about. Sexuality is weird, and I know some people will come out and then they'll immediately just get fucking lambasted for it. Like I've had people in random YouTube videos and other people's channels, not mine because they're too much of a fucking pussy to say it on my channel or my comment section, but they'll be like, I think Joel's faking his sexuality to get with women, as if people can't fucking figure it out themselves. Yeah, dude, me saying I'm ace is really gonna make somebody want to fucking get in my pants, apparently. People are stupid, dude. People are dumb.
The leaps in logic there.
It happens a lot more than you think. And the fact that they won't say it on my comment section because they know they're gonna get lambasted for it. They'll do it in other people's comment sections. Cowards.
Cowards.
It's really silly though. People, I don't know, man. Sexuality is such a weird thing that people haven't really fully discovered yet. I feel like as years go on, it'll get more and more, I don't want to say easier. I don't think it'll get easier, but maybe more accepted.
I think so. Like, it's already more accepted than when I was a kid. And thankfully for me, when I was a kid, it was, I don't want to say fairly accepted, but it was at least acknowledged.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was like overtly homophobic as a kid in my school, but I just don't think there was anyone that was gay in my school. So there was never like an opening experience. I mean, they probably were in the closet about it. They probably weren't open about it, but like, it was never like people were homophobic. They were just like, they did the Xbox gamer thing where they would call somebody gay all the time, and they used it as like an insult, but it wasn't never like directly like, I hate you as a people, you know?
I definitely, when I was a kid, the people would throw around gay as like as an insult, but they wouldn't really understand because like we were like young, and they wouldn't really understand why it was an insult.
Because you could tell back in the day when somebody called somebody gay, it was never like, it wasn't like an actual like I hate those people kind of insult. They would just say it without understanding what it meant, right? Like,
it's like silly. If I think it'll be interpreted as an insult, I will use it as an insult kind of thing.
Etymology is fucking weird and interesting. It's so silly. I love learning about root words of words. Do you know how Old English used to sound, dude?
No.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Hold on. This is peak, dude. So there is a YouTube video that I fucking love. Let me send it to you real quick. And it's my chat knows exactly what I'm talking about. I've showed this video many a time on stream. Here's the link. I'm gonna play it on stream. Chat, listen to this. I'm gonna mute the audio, and I'll shut the fuck up so you guys can hear it. Here you go.
All right, let's see.
What did medieval English sound like? A good shorthand way to figure out what medieval English sounds like is to take all vowels and pronounce them as you would in French and pronounce every letter. The word for wife would be pronounced weef. The word for house would be pronounced hus. The word knight, knicht. Here is what the Lord's Prayer would have sounded like in Middle English, probably sometime in the 14th century. Our Father that art in heavenus, hallowed be thy name. Thy realm or kingdom come to be, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Oh my God. Hold on. My fucking audio got all silly. It's so dumb, isn't it? It's so silly.
It's so silly. It sounds like someone is intentionally speaking with a foreign accent. Trying to make fun of the language.
Yes, it does. Weef. My weef in my house.
My weef in my house.
Evil. Temptation. It's so stupid.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine like time travelers going back in the past and it's, yes, I have perfected my British accent just like on the BBC dramas. It's just like,
yes.
What?
Nobody would be able to communicate with older people from you could be from the same country, they would not understand what the fuck you're saying. Like etymology is so crazy. People do time travel all the time and they don't understand how different people used to pronounce things back in the day. Connect. Fucking connect.
That's people make jokes about that where they're like, ha, knight. It's just like, no,
that's how they pronounced
that's close.
it. Connect. My My wife is connect.
She's coming back to the house today.
She's going back to the house. It's just so fucking dumb, right? Like, holy fuck.
Oh my gosh. Like, is there an audiobook? I need to listen to an audiobook.
That's like in old English?
In old English. Like, it could be the Bible. I will listen to that in old English.
You know, that's how you can get me to read the Bible. If it's in old English, I'll listen to it.
It would be so funny.
Bible quotes kind of go hard though. Like, some things they wrote in the Bible were like poetry. That shit like went hard. Doesn't matter how you feel about the Bible. Some of the things they say in there is like artistically endowed, bro. That's crazy.
Some of it is has a lot of depth to it. Like, I may not agree with everything in the book, but like, I can agree that a lot of it is tattoo worthy. So I understand why people get tattoos of it.
Like, I'm not a super religious person, but genuinely, some of the writing in the Bible is like quote worthy. Like, it's really fucking cool. I mean, that's why you see a lot of Christian religious, symbolism in art. Like, a lot of people take religion and use it for a lot of artistic inspiration, because a lot of it is kind of fucking crazy, eldritch, and cool, I guess.
Yeah, like, even outside of the Bible, just like other cultures' religions, and like the people who draw from their religion and have this iconic imagery that like we don't have in our I guess Western religions is very cool.
Christianity just has the most clout in terms of art, I guess. Weird to say that a religion is clout, but you get what I mean.
It's got some very strong branding.
It's got branding. What is Christianity's chat mascot? Jesus.
I'm pretty sure it's a cross and rosaries.
Oh my god, they got VeggieTales too, so they're fucking doing hard. What other religions have VeggieTales, huh? We need more religions to have VeggieTales. Jesus
How are you
Christ.
going to learn to be kind to thy neighbor if a little tomato isn't saying it to you?
I need a singing group of vegetables to tell me about how Jesus died on the cross. It's the only way I'll pay attention. It's like
In graphic detail.
Yes. Yes, it's like a baby monitor worth of stimulation. That's my baby shark.
That's the Coco Melon of our generation. It just has to be made.
Oh my god, that's so stupid. I love that.
It's so silly. I do love looking at like Renaissance. I think it's Renaissance art where it's like people are painting on the chapels and like the art of the walls and the statues, because it's gorgeous, even removed from the religion aspect, but the religion aspect can make it go hard sometimes.
Yes, because you can understand the depth of it or the meaning behind it, even if you don't agree with it, you can still understand depth and meaning in terms of the artistic perspective, and it's cool.
It is extremely cool.
That's why a lot of art and like writings have some kind of religious form in them, where I don't know, they'll make a religion in all of their writings, because I think most novels have some sort of religion, don't they? Like, I think every fiction or fantasy novel, there's always a religion in it present.
They feel kind of like they're like sayings. There's another word for it where it's like very deep sayings, like mantras you can take through life. And I feel like a lot of writers try to get the same feeling, even if they're not using the same words directly from like religious text.
Yes, like principles or something.
Yeah, kind of like principles.
Like some kind of spiritual aspect of it. But it's cool. It's cool.
It's extremely cool. And then sometimes you see it on Twitter and you're like, what are you doing here? This is a hell site. Get out of here. Go to somewhere better for your pros.
Chat, don't use Twitter. If you do use Twitter, make sure you're never on the For You page.
Yeah.
Make sure you're always on following. Never go on the For You one.
I'm so fortunate that my For You page is mostly other rigging artists showcasing their work, and I'm like, yes, inspiration. And then I'm like, wait, I've been here for an hour, leave. I
feel like Homer Simpson whenever I use Twitter and I catch myself on the For You page, and it's because I'm fucking myself over, right? So like, For You is based on what you click on, right? So I'll be on the For You, and then I see something really depressing, and my morbid curiosity clicks on it, and I'm like, don't! And I immediately fuck up, because that makes more of it appearing on my fucking For You page. So what I really need to do is just avoid it and then click on good things to get my For You page to be better.
My mental health skyrockets every time I take a vacation away from Twitter. I'm just like, yes.
One thing I will thank Elon Musk for is making Twitter a piece of shit website, because I use it less and less and less because of how bad it is. Thank you for making it garbage. I use Twitter less now. You have saved my mental health from me not using it.
Exactly. And the only thing I'll be sad for is all the secretly Brazilian artists that we will be losing.
No, I have so many Brazilian friends that are gone and they can't even use the fucking VPNs.
No, it's so sad.
I don't have a Blue Sky account. I mean, somebody gave me a code, but I haven't made one.
Yeah, I grabbed the Blue Sky account just so I have the handle at the very least.
Yeah, I really should make it. I was lazy.
There's just too many sites to post to. Like, everyone's like, all right, here are my 50 different websites. I
fucking hate social
Twitch,
media.
Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok,
like I'm already
YouTube.
hands full with just YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Like, I don't want another thing. Like, that's already a lot to me. I don't want to use Instagram. I don't want to use Reddit. I don't want to use fucking Facebook. I don't know. It's too much, man.
I wonder if someone has made something for content creators where it's like you can make the same post but only have to do it one time through an application.
Oh,
or
like how you can like dual posting. Like, oh, I posted this on Twitter. Okay, a bot is now going to auto post that onto my other account on another platform.
Ooh. Yeah, something like that.
I don't know
if anyone's. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think it would be so much better for content creators because right now, I think most VTubers are on Twitter.
Yes.
And that's kind of so part of the downside of not the downside, but the tricky part of being an artist and looking for people who may want to see your work is even if you go to a website that is built for artists,
not the people that are looking for work are not going on that website, right?
Yeah, your clientele is on Twitter.
People who want to commission you are not going to go onto ArtStation. They're going to go onto like Twitter to look for artists, which is unfortunate. Because you need to find commissions, you need to use the place where all the casuals are at, basically.
Yeah, you got to go where the main populace is, I guess, where people are.
Man, oh well. But honey, we are at the 3-hour mark. I am willing to let you go. You have finally accomplished the minimum requirement to be on the stream. You are free.
Free.
You have freedom again. The evil porcelain maid finally letting go of Honey Goblin from his dastardly clutches. Even though I was the one who got into a trap.
You did fall into the trap. It was very easy to get you with flavored crayons.
Not even flavored. They just had different colors, and I assumed they had flavors.
They weren't even scented markers.
Oh,
can't even sniff
man.
them.
I didn't even get to smell them.
Oh, come on, dude.
Come on.
My
But
evil.
yes. I hope you have a lovely rest of stream. I'm gonna go grab some dinner.
Yes, dude. Go get some food. I got a sponsor after this, but I appreciate hanging out. I hope you had a good time. It was lovely having you on again, man. It's been so long since we got to hang out, so I'm happy that we got to just chill and vibe. That was genuinely so many fucking conversation topics. There were so many topic to topic to topic. That was full on yapping. Holy shit.
Just a couple of yappers.
That was a lot of fucking yapping. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Now you get to do stream, and then you get to rest at TwitchCon. If you can call that rest.
Yes,
but that's
I'm
a
gonna do
different
my
kind of
best.
rest.
Lately I can tell because sometimes I'll stream for too long and I feel lightheaded and I'm like, I gotta shut the fuck up, dude. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, that's important.
Can't wait for TwitchCon. I'm gonna bring board games there and I'm gonna play board games with the homies.
I'm so excited for you to rest.
And thank you. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you coming on again. Hopefully we get to hang out again soon. Maybe do some art next time.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I'll be excited to see where you're at with the art again. I do love seeing the
I
art.
will do my best. I haven't touched my iPad since I got the new one. I've been working. Once I finish my I have a VTuber kid, right? Once I finish my VTuber kid, I will go back to practicing my art. I just need to get their coloring done, which is giving me an aneurysm because coloring is fucked up.
Yeah, color's hard.
All right.
All right, I'll catch you later. Thank you so much, chat. Y'all have been good.
Bye,
Keep being
honey.
good.
Yes.
Bye.
Have a good rest of the day. Big love. Enjoy
I
your
will. Big
food.
love. Thank you. Bye-bye.
There goes the goblin. There she goes. I think. Can you reach the doorknob? Are you good? Is that okay to say? If they can you reach the doorknob? No. Okay, they stepped on a rock. They're good. They're good. They're good. They reached. They opened the door. They're good. They're out. There we go. Hope you guys enjoyed today's Porcelain Parlor. Make sure to go check out Honey Goblin, please. They're an amazing streamer, artist, and really fun yapper. Go give them some love. They do a lot of really cool streams, and you really should go check them out if you liked how they were on today's stream. Big love, and thank you for being here, honey. Bye. And YouTube, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more videos like these, we have a whole playlist called Porcelain Parlor. Or if you want to go see some other solo content, you can go check out PorcelainMaid on the main YouTube channel. Or maybe this is a YouTube video in the future and you're watching this on the main YouTube channel. Go check out some of these other videos on the left and right of me. I don't know where the fuck they are, but just go click on random shit. Give me more views.